Yeah. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday, February 4th. Sorry, I got to catch my voice a little bit. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, it is February 4th. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well today. And let's take a look at some stocks that are moving. DGLY. Number one, gapping up from 96 cents all the way to $1.83. Looks pretty good. The big talk of the day, though, is Tesla. Look at Tesla. This thing is going ridiculously crazy. Look at this. This thing, this thing is going parabolic. I heard somebody else say that. If you look at the daily chart, this thing has literally gone from $250 up to over $750 plus, really up over $850. Over 300%, probably, what is this, 330% or something like that. Ridiculous move here. Crazy move. Tesla just ripping up. If anybody has the guts to short this one, you're a braver man than me, because I'm scared to trade this. Dude, get out of here, V3. I don't have that, man. I'm in little old Texas, dude. I don't have that, you know. I'm scared of that, but I don't have that yet. Yeah, honestly, and I hope Tesla succeeds. I'm rooting for Elon. I like Elon. Elon's the man, you know. Elon wants us to travel to Mars. You know, how could you not like Elon, you know? Elon wants to pay for vacation trips to Mars to colonize it. How crazy is that? You gotta love Elon. But Tesla's doing well. It's up to like 900 now. Ridiculously huge moves here for Tesla. FNGU gapping up a little bit. LK, Luckin Coffee, probably my second favorite stock of the day. Moving up from 31.30s to 34. Right. Yeah, no, I know, V3. I know, man. But no. I like Elon. Dude, if the CEO of a $1 billion public company goes on can go on Joe Rogan and hit the blunt in front of thousands of people, you gotta love him. You gotta love him. You know, how can you not like that? That's great, you know. We need more people like Elon. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, how can you not like Elon? Anyways, the second favorite one this morning is LK. It's gapping up from 31.35 to 34.16. We'll see what happens with this one as well. Right, I'd be rich. If I had 10 shares of Tesla like 2 months ago, I would move. I would go on vacation and just live a lavish life, you know. But yeah, jokes aside, I wish I would have bought some. Ironically enough, 2 months ago I was shorting Tesla and kind of making money on it, shorting it. I was day trading it, but yeah. We got LITE, which is Lumentum, gapping up. We got WLL, gapping up some. We got we got really the market itself. Look at the market, guys. Market says no sir to the coronavirus and just runs up here, gapping up from 324 to 328. Huge, ridiculous moves here in the market. Crazy moves. Market just saying no sir today and just going up. That's right, Joe. You got to. You got to, Joe. Welcome back, Joe. I haven't seen you in a few days, brother. Welcome back, man. But yeah, you gotta expect them to be high, you know? BP gapping up some as well. We got PENN, which is one I traded the other day. It looks good too. And we're gonna look some news up. I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee. And yeah, then we're gonna look the rest of this up. R. Smith, man, you're rich, bro. You're rich, man. You know, enjoy life, dude. Because Tesla, honestly, here's the thing. This is what I really think. How far can this really go? Like, honestly, a few days ago, I was like, man, I think this is going to pull back some. And I don't think I was necessarily wrong with that analyzation. I mean, obviously I was wrong. But I think it's a very logical thought process of like, man, this thing's up like 400%. Like, this isn't a low float stock. This is a big float stock for most part. I mean, it's not huge. It's got 134 million shares in the float. But it's not a tiny float stock for sure. And especially when you consider how expensive the stock is, you know, 130 million in the float is not that small. And so for this thing to be making the moves that it's making is kind of crazy. And I don't know, if I was holding Tesla, I would probably sell, because this is as much as I could ever ask for, like a short-term investment. You know, this is the best thing I could ever ask for, is a stock to go up 350%, 330% in like 2 months. What? I'm out of there. I'm making my money and I'm leaving. You know, but hey, like I said, I'm not a fundamental investor, so I don't want to tell anybody the wrong answer. I might be straight up wrong, and it might just keep ripping up. And so I do want to preface everything else I'm about to say with that. But yeah, I would probably sell. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go make myself some coffee. I'll be back. Alright, guys. I don't know, man. Could this be some weird glitch right before everything crashes? Plausible. You know. Plausible. But I don't know, man. Like I said, if I was holding Tesla short term, this is the most I could ever ask for. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I've learned about myself is that I don't necessarily let FOMO come into the equation that much, you know? So it's like, I'm more worried about messing it up. You know, I would much rather take profits early than ride out some ridiculously huge move. And the reason for that is because I think the ridiculously huge moves are rare, but pullbacks are more common. And if I was holding Tesla, sure, there's a possibility that it could rip up over 1,000, and then that could bring more people in, and it could just keep pushing up. But I think the higher possibility is that it starts to pull back, people start to take profit, and it's a little bit overextended right now. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this thing just rips up, says screw you guys, and just goes to 1,000. That's plausible as well. That could happen. I'm not saying that won't happen. I'm not saying to sell. I'm just saying I would probably sell. That's my first sip of coffee this morning. And it feels good, man. It feels good. Alright, but yeah, we're going to go over some catalysts right now. Let's go over some catalysts. The first one I'm going to leave up is Tesla here. We're going to see if it has a catalyst. Alright, so number one, the market is up. That's the first thing to see and understand, is that the market is up today. Alright, so yeah, basically this is all pushed up by Tesla's first quarterly profit that they put in a few days ago, and that's what's going down with it. There's not really any new news. Everybody, all the shorts are mad. Everybody that predicted Tesla would be a good short are mad, and they're making posts about it saying this makes no sense. You know, let them be mad. It's okay. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Market's up, but yeah, this is basically Tesla posted their first quarter profit. Not their first quarter, their first quarterly profit is what it was. And so yeah, that's what's going down with Tesla. We'll see what happens here. Let's get Mitch in here first though. Trade cautions, but I'm going long on Tesla. Hey, good luck, brother. Good luck, man. You got this, dude. You got this, man. Like I said, be careful though. But good luck. I hope it rips up and goes over 1,000, and that's possible. All right, we got Mitch in here. So I got too many windows up right now, man. I got so many windows up right now. Yo, what's up, Mitch? Hey, and there's Tesla jumping right now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what Tesla posted its first quarterly profit ever a few days ago. And so we'll see what goes down with that. Interesting to watch. We also have, like I said, DGLY, and we can look up the catalyst for this one. I'm sure Mitch will talk a little bit about Tesla because that's his favorite one. But DGLY is up after it was awarded a contract to supply 5,000 body cameras for an expected total of $4 million. And so yeah, basically they are a body camera company, and they had a huge order from the New Mexico Police Department for DGLY, and so it's gapping up from 96 cents to $1.81. We'll see what happens with it. It's worth a watch, I think. We got ALLT. I don't like that one as much. There's not as much volume. Same thing with FNGU, just not that much volume. The big one I really like to look at, and my second favorite one of the day, is LK here. LK ripping up Luckin Coffee. This one had its price target raised to $40 from $27 by Needham, maintained at a buy rating. Basically, they put out something yesterday that said they are refuting short seller allegations. And so I'll go ahead and read some of this, and this is all from BZ Newswires talking about the short sellers. So basically what happened with LK is that an anonymous report came out accusing the company of fraud. So that's what's going down with Luckin Coffee here with LK. An anonymous report came out that accused them of fraud. In a statement released Monday, their management, quote, emphatically denied the claims in the report and said it stands by its business model, end quote. And so yeah, basically, so LK ended up dropping once that fraud report came out, and this was, looks like on the 30th or so. It also put out a quote saying, it said, quote, Luckin Coffee categorically denies all allegations in the report. The methodology of the report is flawed, the evidence is unsubstantiated, and the allegations are unsupported speculations and malicious interpretations of events, end quote. And that is from, one of the company's members. So yeah, they also specifically denied claims that they inflated numbers of items on a per store basis in the last 2 quarters. They also said that their items per order had declined and went down from the second quarter to the fourth quarter. And so that effectively inflated its selling price in the third quarter, and they making its advertising look higher, and yada yada yada. That's their excuse. And so they also said, quote, as a data-driven company, Luckin Coffee is committed to providing full and accurate disclosure of investors, to rebutting any false claims that attempt to undermine the confidence in Luckin Coffee's business, management, and results of operations. Okay, so here's the thing. This is, and that's end quote. And again, that is somebody from Luckin Coffee. Here's my take on it. I've never heard of Luckin Coffee before, but I trade the stock market every day, and I watch this one kind of go crazy. This is becoming like a bigger name in the stock market. It's moving every day. It's especially volatile. It's been running up. I love coffee. Never had Luckin Coffee. You know what I mean? I've had all those different types of coffee. Never even heard of Luckin Coffee outside of the stock market. I've never heard Luckin Coffee's name mentioned outside of the stock market. And so I'm not saying the fraud is true. I'm just saying it's kind of plausible, because with coffee, it's all about your brand, and I've never heard of them outside of the stock market. Like I said, I'm not saying they're true. If you like Luckin Coffee, or if you're long in them, don't yell at me. I'm just saying, I don't know if I trust them, is what I'm saying.
Sleeping, John.
I know. We'll see what happens, dude. I've never had Luckin Coffee, bro.
That's the Chinese Starbucks, bro.
Oh. Well, maybe I'm just flat out wrong, dude. That's plausible, too. That is possible. I'll say that. That's possible. I could just be wrong and too egotistical here.
It's one of the things is that you gotta understand, this is a Chinese stock. This is the United States stock.
Right. Okay, so yeah, then I wouldn't hear of it.
That's why you're not drinking Luckin Coffee.
Yeah, then I would hear of it. I'm just saying, I love coffee, dude. So, a coffee name pops up, I should hear about it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you right now, man. This stock, at least number-wise, yeah, you can have that speculation on that short report, but at least number-wise, they're doing really, really well.
Yeah, they're doing things.
Best performing IPO since last year.
Nice.
That I can just tell you that right off the bat.
Yeah, for sure. I like it.
And then look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart supports so much. Look at the amount of volume that has gotten in since let's say December, since the beginning of the year. There's been we're talking billions of shares traded in this IPO.
Right, but it pulled right back to there. It pulled right back to that $30 level.
Yep, the real key is it's an IPO still, guys, so it still has what's called price discovery.
Yeah.
It doesn't know where the top is, it doesn't know where the bottom is yet. So the moves are very volatile. But we saw yesterday, it didn't flinch 1 second on that short seller report. So
yeah.
I'll be looking for this one to come back.
You know what I think I'm gonna invest in long term? I think I'm going to invest long-term in either Uber or Lyft. And the reason I think that, and again, I am not a long-term investor. I might buy a few shares and just hold. But I think they've taken up so much. I think they've changed our culture in a positive way to where people are now, drunk driving accidents are down. Deaths are down from drunk driving. And it's almost solely based from Uber and Lyft. because people have a much more convenient way to travel when they're intoxicated. And I think that is going to become more and more of our future. And so with that, I think investing in them might be a okay idea. But again, I am not a fundamental investor. I am purely speculating here, and I might be just flat out wrong.
Yeah, one of the keys is, so with that judgment, I like it. It's not a bad idea. Just you're not going off the financials.
Yeah, for sure.
You're making a theoretical play.
Exactly.
And those plays are not bad. I like making theoretical plays. That's kind of how the same look you can have in kind of just computer gaming or stuff like that, where you believe in the industry so much that the strength should be there.
Right. I think the future potential is huge, and I think that it's still a pretty cheap stock. It depends on what the float is, obviously, but I think both Uber and Lyft are both pretty cheap. The big question is which one is going to win, right? That's the big question.
I think the first one to report a positive earning,
Was
because
Lyft.
they're still pretty negative,
Right.
like loan wise after their debt. That's what you have to look. They're positive on certain levels, but if you look at the EBOT, which is after the kind of the debt, that's where it holds them back. The only thing that holds back these companies is debt. Once they figure out their debt and they got that under wraps, we know they're profitable because their operating profit is there. They just invested so much in their infrastructure. Right. And I think what people don't forget, and at least in Uber, that's a technology company. Right. That's not a car sharing company.
Right.
It says it right here, right in the background. It's in the technology sector, and it's a software and application company.
Right. It's an app company.
Not a car company.
Right. It's basically just a convenience app is all it is. But that's also the beauty of it, because it's cheap. Not kind of cheap, but
it helps it because it can always innovate. It's not stuck to one certain thing. That's why they came out with Uber Eats, because they said, hold on, we already got drivers. What else can we do with those drivers?
Right. Exactly.
Innovation.
For sure. And I think, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying in the next year. I'm saying, I think if you're going to buy something and hold in the next 10 years, I think in the next 10 years, I think in the last 2 years, we've already seen a drastic shift. And some people don't have cars at all, and they literally Uber and Lyft everywhere. You know what I mean? I think when something takes over our culture like that, I think that longer term, it's going to be successful. But again, I am purely speculating, and I might just be flat out wrong, and that's very possible as well.
Hey, I don't disagree on the outlook. The outlook on them is the same outlook and why you see the investment in Uber. Right. We did get a head and shoulders on the bottom of this pattern at 29 on Uber. So they're getting a lot of price ratings right now at $50. That's a significant amount away. That's actually higher than the IPO price. So you could say that they started already making their move. No one knows, but
yeah, the last month and a half or so, they've been pushing up, man. They've been pushing up pretty big. Last month and a half, 2 months, they've been running up. Every day's been green, or every week has been green except for one.
Yeah, I think the key is also those analysts keep boosting it. They keep saying that the price is starting to match where the earnings are, and if that's true, that's when you start getting the investors to really keep the bottom. So I think right now $33 is going to be an important price point. Like it built all that that inverse head and shoulders between 33 and 27. So in that area, I think it's in the kind of consolidation. But if it stays above 33, I would look at Uber bullish, and Lyft for the same case. I think Lyft in the long run might beat Uber to profitability in a faster way, but in the long run, I think Uber has more market share, which will help them because they're so good in the international market. And that's what people forget about Uber. They have pretty good international reach.
Yeah, so somebody came in here, and me and Precise said the same thing. So Ashton came in here and said, I'm new here. what penny stock should I invest in? And almost instantly, me and Precise both said the same thing, which is none. The big thing you understand, I'm going to give you a quick rundown, okay? The big thing you want to understand is that penny stocks are terrible companies. They're terrible. That's why they're penny stocks. They're not profitable. They have low potential, and most of the time, they're just kind of just pumping themselves up so the CEOs can make millions. A lot of the time, that's really what they're doing. Regardless, even the ones that aren't doing that, it's still a gamble. You probably shouldn't invest technically in any penny stocks. Now, if you want to day trade penny stocks and get in and get out within a day or two, that's understandable. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm still not the guy you want to give you picks on penny stocks because most of the time I'm just going to look for gapped up penny stocks and I'm going to say they're going to go down. You know, because again, they're terrible companies. But should you invest your hard-earned money and hold those things for over a week? Probably not. That's just my advice.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to know the company more than a lot of people have the average capabilities of knowing.
Right.
And I think I wouldn't say you can't invest in them. I just say the majority of people don't know how to do it right. And right. So if majority of the people don't know how to do it right, then a lot of the times what you're going to get into, you're going to see that a lot of these companies are trading on what's called potential earnings. Potential earnings need to be calculated. You need to do your math to figure out what can happen to the price with what earnings. So that's really the truth in kind of these stocks. They put out potential earnings and then they put out their earnings calls, and their earnings are really what define those spikes. We could also get what's called investors to step in here and pick up big shares, options. You need to understand derivatives. You need to also understand a lot of what's called on-the-shelf offerings. A lot of times they do offerings and they give them, let's say, 6 months to where they can buy shares later on in those 6 months. Really, penny stocks have a lot to do with understanding financials with a mix of technicals. And I think that a lot of traders don't understand financials to begin with. So they trade technically and purely technically. And so that when you trade purely technically on a penny stock, a lot of the times, like John says, the price is going to go up and down in such a fast manner that it's really not more of an investment opportunity, but more of a day trading opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. And to put it all into, they're terrible companies. That's it. They're just bad companies, man. And sure, sometimes, it'll turn into a butterfly. But
I got one I've been putting out there. There's only one I believe in right now.
Yeah.
For me, it's Workhorse.
WK?
Yeah. Max R was at that level at one point.
WORK.
It was underneath. Max R was at that level. I had called out at $9, but that's, to me, $9 really isn't a penny stock. Penny stocks to me would be considered $5 and below, something like that. But if I had to call one out, I like WKHS. Why, guys? If you would find in the financials, I have contracts to support the value of the stock being higher. And that's really what it is. So you have to understand that there's financials that need to support the move. If you're just strictly buying it up because of the hype or speculation, you're making the wrong play in penny stocks. Those are day trading opportunities. Now, if you're investing because you see contracts or potential contracts and you see potential earnings increasing, then that's fine. But remember, guys, when you invest in a penny stock, what John's really trying to tell you guys is that it's like throwing a quarter in the river. You don't know what's going to come back. It's a wish. If you're throwing a wish in the wishing well.
Yeah, if you're investing in penny stocks, a large majority of the time they're going to fail. If you look at penny stocks, the reason, and we ended up getting a little bit more clear answer that he said he only has $50. So if you got $50, the only thing you could really do is buy an option. And if you're going to look to buy penny stocks, I suggest looking for a terrible company that gapped up way too high, that you could buy a put option for like a month later for less than $50, and that's probably your safest bet. That $50 option might turn into $75. That's what I would do if I had only $50 and somebody was like, you have to make over $100 now, or this bad thing is going to happen, that's what I would do. I would look for terrible gapped up penny stocks, buy a put option, which is a short option. That means I want to profit when it goes down. And you could buy those on Robinhood, and I would buy it for a month later after an unnecessary gap up, you know. But here, let me finish the news. I still got a little bit more I got to work on. Okay, so just to run through these really quick, we do have a few gappers today. Like I said, I think we went over Tesla, we went over DGLY, which just received a big order, is what DGLY was. It received a big order. We have FNGU, which is an ETF apparently. We have Ralph Lauren, which is gapping up, but the volume's pretty low. LITE, MT. And so we got a few other gappers, but most of them are on pretty low volume, honestly. Tesla's kind of taking up everybody's mind. We have RMTI, which is gapping up. I think a lot of these are also coronavirus stocks where the hype is dying down from them a little bit. I know, okay, so they put out a public offering for RMTI. A $30 option, or a 30-day option to purchase up to an additional 15 shares. But yeah, they launched an underwritten public offering of common stock and granting the underwriter a 30-day exercise option. So yeah, we'll see what happens with RMTI. That's basically what happened with it. We got MFGP, MFGP. This one's gapping down as well. We'll see if we can find the news. MFGP. This one was hit with HPE integration difficulties and Brexit is what's causing this one to drop. The software firm put out a forecast of earnings margin hit from planned investments in the next 2 years and said that long-serving chairman Kevin Loosman plans to step down. And so bearish sentiment after that. We'll see what happens with it. Then we just have, kind of the coronavirus like CODX. We got NVAX, which is also dropping, which is music to my ears, honestly, because I'm holding a $7 put option on this one. Same exact thing I talked about. You want to see basically what I'm talking about when I say buy a put option. I bought a put option on NVAX when this one was up at this NVAX was like way up here when I bought this put option. I'm gonna do a 10-day. It was way up here at like $10, and I bought a $7 put option because most of the time, even regardless of what the cause of the hype is, most of the time these are gonna fail. Now, if the coronavirus gets worse, of course this one's gonna go up. But my guess is I'll probably end up selling this one today for profit because my strike price is $7, and in pre-market it broke 40 cents below that. So I'm definitely gonna be in the money with this one. And that's what I suggest doing with if you got $50. I think this option was a little bit more expensive. I think this one was like 100 and something, but that's the same thought process of it. NNBC, same thing, down. We could trade this one too, so I might watch NNBC and see if we get some downward movement or see if it pops up on some hype. Then Mitch, do you want me to go over the market news now and then let you kind of take over from here, or do you want me to go over it after you review some stuff?
I'll review some stuff real quick.
Okay.
We'll leave that for the last second.
Okay, cool. So, all right, I'll throw Mitch up, guys. Hold on. Let me get his screen up here.
All right, guys. Let's go over some stocks real quick. First things first, we can talk a little bit about the virus. Market shaking off the virus, guys. This market has been really impressive. One of the worst catalyst news that we've had, I think, in about, I would say, 2 years. And the market is not even phasing it one bit. And that's pretty incredible. When the numbers that keep coming out keep increasing, the deaths keep increasing, the amount of people that are hit keep increasing. Now we got 427 people that have been killed. It's beaten SARS, and it's going to be interesting to see really how the negative downside of this really comes in. One thing that you are seeing is China is really trying to support their economy. They're putting a lot of liquidity out in the market, and I think that's really what you're seeing is the liquidity being put into the market, and we could eventually get a massive pullback because of it. But in the end, no one really knows on how the market's going to really take this, if we're just going to get good news about it and it's just going to take off some more. Now today, Macau shuts down casinos amid coronavirus, and I think that's really started to show you the amount of kind of worry that the average investor is having. If they're shutting down the casinos, it's because it's getting worse and not better. There was actually someone in the casinos that actually contracted the virus, and that's one of the main reasons why they shut down. So today you can trade stocks like LVS. LVS is one I'm going to be looking up. And the best part about this one is that it traded significantly down as soon as the press release was put out. It went down to 63.75, 63.40s. And then it just got bought up. Every part of that news got bought up, and it made its move all the way up there towards the gap, which was 68. So I think today, pay attention to see if you get a little pop to 67.50, and then you could see a significant down move in here. If not, above 68 will show that it shook off all this and it's not even taking the measure pullback. We did get, when the news first came out, this big drop towards 61.50. So that's why I'm going to be paying attention to it. I think that's the biggest news out there, guys. So then let me go run through really quickly. You got Ulta with a kind of buy rating, upgraded Ulta from neutral to a buy, and Ulta has been doing really well after that real big hit that it got on the daily chart, and it's been bouncing back, looking strong. So this one getting a bullish rating.
Interesting.
And then we got WWE getting destroyed. The sell-off continues following the executives. Executives depart and really getting hit. After Morgan Stanley also hit them because they hit them with a price target of $54. And you could see the price target's actually above this. So today I'm going to be looking for this one to bounce back and get above 47, maybe start making its way up there to 49. You know, the market being so bullish, I think that this one could turn around. It could have got gapped down way too big, and you could get that gap back up. You know, it's at least what I've been seeing. I don't know about you, John, if you would agree with this statement, but from what I've been seeing, anything that gets gapped down big usually has been bouncing back a significant amount before it makes any move on the downside.
Yeah, for sure. It's usually profit taking, I think, is what is causing that. So like people that jump in short overnight, when the bell rings the next morning, they're covering their short position. That's causing it to at least bounce up originally, and then sometimes it'll kind of turn the other way and go back down a lot of the time.
Definitely. So I know you talked a little bit about the Google release. We could talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
Google releasing those YouTube earnings. I think that was the big part of the earnings report. It really wasn't what was shown. And it doesn't look bad. I think it's a mixed report, but it definitely shows that they're being a little bit more open with the investor. And when a company is more open, it shows signs of strengths and not signs of weakness. You know, when it could have very easily not released those earnings, not released that news on YouTube, and then you get kind of stuck in the what I would call like the dark. But really, they're opening the light. They're showing you that they're doing well, and I think you could easily see Google back at 1,500 within a week or two. You know, this is a higher price stock. We're talking over $1,000, but I really think this could be the bottom here. We could be finding a nice bottom in Google here at 1430s, and this could now shoot up, break 1,500, and get back up there. Maybe make a move towards 2,000 in this year. You know, a lot of long investors are in Google and really believe in Google. So we'll see how it reacts after this pullback. Majority of anything that's ever hit Google on the downside, at least earning, usually gets bought up the next day.
Yep. People buy
Last thing is the Lucky Life. Lucky Life, we all know. We talked about it a little bit early. At the end of the day, I think, you know, they released a statement on Monday pretty much saying that the alleged numbers in the report were, you know, false. They're sticking by their story, and I think that's important. that they immediately said that report was false, and that they believe in their numbers and they think they're doing their numbers right. So we'll go ahead and pay attention to it. I think it's very important to the model, and they really feel that they're providing true numbers. So let's see what happens to Lucky today.
Yeah, we'll see, man. At the very least, it's volatile for us day traders,
A long-term stock, I know you were calling a long-term stock call out. Yeah. Why not? I'll jump in. I will say mine would be Alibaba. Baba.
I like
the Chinese Amazon, man.
Yeah.
I think it's still cheap relatively where the stock price is and what the ideas are. This has computer cloud. This has streaming. This has marketplace. This has a government that supports it.
Yeah.
Like, governments support Amazon. Our government supports Amazon. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but at the end of the day, they support them.
Well, another thing is that Amazon supports our government too, which is like the opposite side. You know what I mean?
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that's what you could see in Baba. Hey, 10 years from now, this could be at 1,000.
Yeah, man. Alibaba, so it's kind of like Amazon, but it's more so like it connects U.S. businesses to Chinese manufacturers is really what it does. And so like people that want to sell on Amazon here, like say you want to start an Amazon business and you want to create your own private label product, right? You go to Alibaba, you look for, let's say, tea tree oil. You can buy bulk tea tree oil on Alibaba, get it shipped. They'll stamp your logo on the packaging. You can get a logo made on Fiverr for like $10. They'll stamp your logo made on the packaging and they'll ship you the bulk tea tree oil, and then you throw that stuff on Amazon as your own private label, increasing the price 200-300% for good margin, and then you got your own private label tea tree oil business. That's what Alibaba does, is it allows you to create your own businesses, your own private label product, and they supply you and stamp your logo on in bulk is really what Alibaba shines with, and it's what I have used them for in the past, and so that's what they do the best.
And that'll be it for me, guys. Go ahead over the market news.
All right, I got you. All right, so yeah, we're going to go look at the market news real quick. I'm just going to go over the ETF preview. And so I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires. It says, quote, stock futures were also in positive territory along with European bourses as Chinese equities rebounded from Monday's massive sell-off sparked by the coronavirus outbreak. After the Chinese government implemented stimulus measures to help cushion the impact of the pandemic on businesses, consumer and financial markets, and investors, the People's Bank of China on Monday cut the rate on its reverse repurchase agreement, the tools used to infuse or cut liquidity in the financial system, with banks by 10 basis points. The central bank also ramped up liquidity in the economy by infusing more than $170 billion. In earnings report news, Google parent Alphabet, which is GOOG or GOOGL, shout out to the people that keep the lights on with YouTube, logged losses after its first quarter 4 revenue missed expectation, and after revenue growth in the U.S. slowed down. Looking ahead, Disney, Ford, Chipotle will be reporting their financial results today and after hours as well. And to go over some consumer news or some commodity news, we do have crude is up 1.5%. Crude is up 1.5%. Let's take a look at, here's the SPY ripping. But crude, what's the ETF for crude?
You can look at DWT.
Or no, it's UWT and DWT, right?
Yeah, those are leveraged ones, but they're I think the best ones to trade at least.
Yeah, for sure. So crude is up 1.5%. U.S. oil fund is up 2.5%. Natural gas is up 0.9%, and the U.S. Natural Gas Fund is up 1.3%. Gold is down 0.7%. The Spider Gold Trust is down 0.6%. Silver is down 0.1%, and the iShares Silver Trust is up 0.1%. And that's all quoting most of it, at least, from MT Newswires. And so, yeah, that's the market. Market absolutely ripping, and Tesla's ripping. And so, big watches today, like Mitch said, Tesla, LK, those two I'm especially watching. But I'm also going to watch other stocks like AMD, RCL, PENN might be interesting, and I nailed a VWAP or a rebound bounce on that one the other day. So we got some options today. There's a lot of movement, actually. I thought it was a little slow earlier this morning, but it doesn't look that bad, and we'll see what we get. Let's see. Let's catch back up on the chat. Yeah, I mean, TradeNet's an option. It's probably the cheapest way you can get started, actually have a decent amount of buying power. But there's some cons to it, too. It's not bad. If you want the link, let me know. I'll post it a little bit. Ashton. But yeah, Jonathan, don't stress it, bro. Don't feel like you need to become a member, man. Like I said, focus on your trading, brother. You got this. I'll see if there's a way for me to gift you one. I'm not sure if it'll let me, but I'll look to see if there is one. But yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
El Dragon.
Yeah, the dragon, Tesla. I can't see this one going any higher, though. I really can't. I can't see this one going higher. Maybe I'm wrong.
You and me both, bro. I was trying to buy puts this morning.
Right. I can't see it going any higher. Listen, this thing's up like 330% in the last few days. Like crazy moves, man.
I mean, when you think about what the move is, I've calculated it. It's we're talking about 160 or 170% move. So I would see this pullback, a measured pullback being like 650. So that's significant from where we are now.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I see
an
opportunity there. But can we get to 1,000 today? I actually think it's possible.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's plausible for sure.
Yeah.
Reason why, I just think it's trying to surge. And wants to continue. This is a stock that's going parabolic and not finding a bottom. Reason why it's not finding a bottom, the valuation on this stock gets changed. Why? The multiple, no one knows the true multiple of Tesla. So a lot of times we calculate a stock's price because we can calculate their earnings and then we can calculate their earnings per share. And really, the earnings per share is usually calculated by understanding what's called M. And M is the multiple in a stock. The multiple is usually determined by the industry. But if you use the industry average multiple for Tesla, you would probably see this stock at like a $200 stock.
Right.
But if you really understand and you look at it how some people are viewing Tesla, and they're viewing it as a technology company, not a car company, and then you look at those multiple industry averages, then Tesla could go up to, 1,500, 2,000.
Right. Amazon,
and it's because the multiple.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people are not understanding, and why the valuation can even get this high. And it's because some people look at Tesla as a car company, and the true people understand that Tesla, that's a tech company. You can get lost in it just like Uber and think of it as a car company.
Hey, what's up, R9? Welcome, bro. From London, man. My last name's London, so I'm British in ancestry, bro. But yeah, welcome, man. I'm in Texas right now, though. But what's up, man? I always gotta tell British people it's like my last name's London because it's like, But
All right, guys. So my top trades of the day, guys. I'm gonna release them before the open here. Top trades of the day are gonna be watching Momo and AMRN and Lucky for bounces, those three. So Momo got a nice price rating of a buy at $43. So I think this one's going to be really strong. This one's been really weak since the 23rd. And I think with this buy rating at 43, which is significantly higher than, I guess you would say, the 52-week high, let's get this stock back up here. Let's see if we can get into 33s and really make a move today towards 34. That's what I could definitely see possible today. So I'm going to be keeping this watch. And Momo does have a tendency of doing a VWAP bounce. It has a nice flag pre-market, so I'll keep an eye on that one. And fades, I like ENPH just because it's ripping out on the daily chart. Daily chart, it's actually near the high. And that's when I see EMPH do the biggest pullbacks. If not, you can get a significant buy volume through 34 we could see a 52-week high breakout through that August high.
Yeah, I like, check this one out, man. Check out PENN. I traded this one the other day, and it bounced beautifully, man. It bounced beautifully, and it's kind of running up a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
But very solid moves.
That one's interesting. I think this one's getting actually support from the weakness of the other ones.
Right.
And that could be a play here.
Yeah. See,
good
this
pullback. Good pullback to watch for that one is 30.75, John. Just gonna
Okay.
put that number in your head.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah.
See that nice red to green move there.
So if you look back on the 29th is when I actually traded this one. Beautiful rebound bounce setup. Perfect rebound bounce setup. Really nice confirmed risk. And so I'm going to look for that again. It just depends on the trend, and it has to be volatile enough to actually hold the VWAP because it slowed down a little bit after that. But I think it's a cool watch this morning as well. And then AMD, man. Look at AMD. I think AMD's ripping because the market's ripping, and it follows the market. But I think that one's interesting as well. If the big question today, Mitch, is if the Dragon sets up, are you going to trade it?
No.
Yeah.
Not until it hits 1,000. I like that. I like whole numbers. So strong rejection at 900. Maybe I could try to start looking at it, but it's always about that Tesla likes to do this in the morning. It likes to hold weak, break out, then give you a trap move at the open. The trap move is difficult to trade, guys. You have to be so quick, and the massive spread can destroy you in Tesla. So I'll also understand that, guys. Tesla is not a everyday day trader stock. Why? Because of the range. If you can't understand the range, you're gonna get destroyed.
I'm scared of the range, bro. I'm scared of that range, dude.
So that's why you don't see us trade it live.
Yeah.
I've taken tries at Tesla, but what the true thing about Tesla is you have to average into it and understand the risk.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, then it's not a trade to even attempt.
Yep. All right, guys. So there's the bell. Let's do this.
All right, guys. Momo looking strong right out the gates. That's probably my top watch right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of managing my put options first thing this morning. What? See, this is why options are crazy, dude. My put option went down like 40%. It went down 40%.
Nice little flip there. I'm looking for Lucky to find bottom at 33. Get back above 33.50s.
So I don't understand.
There's a Momo push out. I expected that one today, guys. I'm looking for a VWAP bounce play on that one for sure.
So I don't understand this, man. So NVAX, it's a put option. The strike price is $7. It's now at $6.64, and my option price went down like 30%. What? That makes 0 sense, man. I hate options. This is why I don't trade options, because they're so fickle. Maybe it's about halfway through. I think today was like the ideal time. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they're just running a little bit slow.
All right.
It's dead to you. The correct text is saying it's dead to you, man. That's how you say it, you know. Just like me, I got stocks that are dead to me, man. One of them is Snapchat. I never win on Snapchat. That thing's dead.
All right,
to
guys,
me.
Immediately in here, Momo. Got to be careful with it though. Huge spread on me.
Put your window up.
Oh, hold on a second.
I know
Moving quickly, guys.
Big range, bro. You got this, man.
Yeah,
Don't
just
stress
got to
it.
pay attention. All right, we break this. There you go. Gonna look to take some off there at 40s. Hold the rest of it. Let's see if we can get some out here at 40s. It's not looking good. You got to hold towards the 15 risk here. Need to get back above VWAP here. There's 39 on the ask there for a second there. Canceling down for right now. Just trying to pay attention to the spread. The problem with this one is the spread's killing me right now, guys. So I'm just trying to pay attention here.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to. There you go. Now you're up. Stand corrected.
About to get out.
Yeah, don't stress it. Tesla's dead to me. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, getting destroyed. There you go. Spread got me, guys. Big loss there. The spread opened up and it just destroyed me.
Yeah, don't stress it. You made some money yesterday, right?
Yeah, just definitely a little bit big on the sizing there, and the spread just opened up 10 cents and didn't give me a shot there. With the spread opening up like that, definitely not the way you want to start the open. So just gotta relax here.
Yeah, you got
maybe
this.
A little too biased, but it looked really good. Just gonna look for another bounce.
Let me see what we can find today. Tesla dropping, man. Tesla's dropping big. We got AMD setting up right around the VWAP. Kind of looks like a little mini flag / VWAP bounce setup. Man, NVAX is just weird, man. This thing's just fickle. Somehow it's like at the lowest it's ever been, and it drops in price. Crazy. I'm gonna let it hold. I still have like a few weeks before it expires. But yeah, there's Tesla's drop. I couldn't imagine that one would go any higher. But we'll see. Maybe it reverses. But yeah, there it is. Kind of what mission I expected with Tesla. Illuminati? Yep. Exactly. You read my mind, bro. You know, like the Illuminati does. So Ashton, options are when you buy the option to buy a certain stock or sell a certain stock. And so it's like you could buy options. And so basically, just to give you an example, say you see a penny stock and it breaks out and it runs up like 500%. And you're looking at that penny stock and you're like, man, I feel like this thing is going to fail. I feel like this thing is going to drop. If I look at this in a month from now, it's going to be way lower than it is right now because it's a terrible company. It's probably going to fail. So instead of buying those shares, or instead of shorting that stock and shorting shares and buying like a few hundred shares, you could just buy a put option. You know, if it's $1 stock, $2 stock, the put option will be like $30. Say the stock's at 6 now, but it's way too extended. You think it's going to drop under 4, right? You could buy a $4 put option for like $30, and you're basically, it could be a month long, a 28-day put option. And so in 28 days, if that stock is below the $4 that you thought it was, you make money. And you can either sell that option or you can exercise that option. And the reason they call them options is because you were essentially buying the option to sell that stock at a certain price or better, or to buy that stock at a certain price or better, and that's how you're making money. But yeah, just research it, but that's basically in a nutshell what options is. Why is Tesla dead to you? I'm new to trading, was thinking about buying a share a couple days ago at 645, and I would have made 200 on it by now. It's been steadily going up for the last 5 years. Should I not get it? I don't want to say yes or no. We are not investment professionals and not liable for any losses you take in the market. You always got to make your own decisions, trade responsibly, and we're probably not the right guys to give you fundamental trading advice as well. We're mostly day traders. I'll say this, I'm just judging it by extension levels, and again, in the last month, Tesla's up like 300 and something percent. And so, do I think it's going to pull back some? Yes, I do. Could I be wrong? I absolutely could be. This thing could just rip up over 1,000. I might just be flat out wrong. You know what I mean? So you never really know, and that's what I'm saying. Not the Tesla Dragon. Yeah, like I said, I'm not the fundamental investor guy. I'm not that guy. I don't want to tell you the wrong answer. I'm scared to tell people the wrong answer. All we are here is just a free resource and community. We are not experts or gurus or anything like that. You know, we don't sell courses or anything. Like, we just let people watch us trade live. Of course, I mean, I've built up profit in this account And so my account's in the profits, but that's mostly from day trading, not investing. And so, like I said, I just don't want to tell you the wrong answer.
Had an order out there to get filled in CGC, but it just missed me by 1 cent. A little upsetting. It would be up about 15 cents already there.
Yeah,
Let's see if
also,
we can get it on this pullback.
so also Ashton, consider joining the World Series of Day Trading competition. That starts, registration ends in 6 days, but it's a free competition, so it's completely free to apply to and enter. The top 3 traders on my team win packages, and the top 20 in the overall competition win packages. And again, I think if you're looking to get started trading, it's completely free, and it's one of the better options to get started. Like, they'll give you a demo account to trade with for 6 days. It starts on the 19th, I think, and then it goes on for 6 trading days. The traders that do the best win free packages. And again, it's a free option to get started. And so if you want to join my team, here's the link. And like I said, it's completely free. It doesn't cost anything. And at the very least, you're going to get a demo account to practice on and to try to win the competition on. And so there's the link if you want to check it out. What's up, Tyrone? What's up, bro? Yeah, there's Tesla. Maybe Tesla's going to immediately prove me wrong here, because Tesla just ripped all the way back up to 880s. Reversed in 4 candles all the way back. So, we'll see. Alright, so the SPY is kind of sideways today so far. It's back down below the VWAP. It's pulling back to it now. We'll see what happens with it right now. AMD pulling back a little bit. What's the cannabis stocks doing? CGC, same thing. So a lot of stuff sideways right now, so just be careful, team. Oh, my bad, Jonathan. Yeah, so, okay, so it starts on the 22nd. Yeah, I think you're actually right, brother. Yeah, so my bad. It's not the 19th. It's the 22nd, guys. But yeah, registration ends in 6 days. And so you got 6 days. Like I said, it's completely free. At the very least, you're going to get a demo account. I don't think you really have much to lose. And at the best, you might win, a free package. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, join on up, brother. I got you, man. Here. Go to that link, dude. It's completely free. Like I said, it's free, Like, join my team. The cool thing about our team is that we're going to be streaming it live. And since we are not experts or gurus, we're going to be competing in it as well, and we're going to be streaming that live. And so you'll be able to join my team. If I win a package, I'm just going to give it away to one of our followers, is really what I'm going to do. Since I already have, like, a big boy package, a big boy account. So yeah, if I win, I'm just going to give my package away. And so yeah, that's another reason to join my team. If you want a chance, if I do win, under the odd chance that I do, which is probably pretty unlikely if I'm being honest, but if I do win, I'm giving that package away to one of you guys as well. So join my team. There's the link. Also, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Mitch and I day trade live on stream every weekday morning. Like I said, we are not experts or gurus here. We just teach you guys what we do, what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and you guys could just watch to see what it's actually like day trading the market. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning right here. If you click the bell, you'll get a notification when we go live, which is, again, every weekday morning. So hit that sub button, team. Shout out to all the new subs today. I forgot to give you guys shout outs. My man Larry, Robert, Will. Appreciate it, guys. DEC.
All right, guys, I like AMRN for a pullback buy, VWAP bounce play. Also, Max R is starting to look strong. Looks like it's trying to squeeze. Playing this CGC. Let's see what happens.
Is there a limit on how many you can have on your team? What? I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, just hey Jonathan, try to listen, brother. If you're struggling like I was a few weeks ago, man, try to do what I did, which is just wait the first hour. Wait out the first hour, especially if you're using VWAP. I think that can be beneficial. So just chill and just hang out, just wait, and you know what I mean. That's something that seriously helped my trading, which is like it taught me how to have more discipline. I started waiting for that first hour to pass after every day, and as you guys can see, my trading massively improved the second I did that. What's up, Ray Ray? What's up, dude? Hey, appreciate it, Tyrone. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it, man. But yeah, Spy's choppy, guys. Spy's kind of chopping up and down. Alright, Spy's moving up, trying to test these highs up here. We'll see what happens right here. It's at the highs again. AMD might pull one of those rebound bounce setups at 49.40. That's kind of what I look for here, is that rebound bounce setup on AMD. The issue, though, is the market's volatility, but I could see AMD going up right here. You could risk off of like 25 and then set a reward target of like 70, which is not the greatest reward to risk, but I think the accuracy is pretty high with those type of setups. So we'll see if AMD bounces right here at that 49.40 level. I kind of want to take a little bit of AMD, maybe like, I don't know, get my feet wet, get in with like 20 shares, you know, have a little bit of fun early in the morning. Yeah, I'm doing it. You guys know me, I'm just trading small, guys. I'm not trying to risk anything crazy right now. My ideal time isn't right now, so if you see me buying 20 shares, don't make fun of me. I'm literally just, I'm getting my feet wet so I don't get FOMO here. And, you know, one of the ways I do that is I just buy super small size. So even if I make $5-10, I'll be in a trade, so I won't feel the urge to. And if it's green, I can build up some cushion, and if it's not, I'll be all right. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add 40 shares. Market has changed since last week. Try coming back early. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a little bit. Like I said, it's not really my style. I think the reason, if you look at the SPY, this is the exact reason I honestly changed my style, is because if you look at the SPY, it's super choppy. And this is why I stopped trading that first hour, is because the market would just chop me out. It would go up to the highs, back down to the lows, up to the highs, and it would just chop me out. And so when I started to wait for that first hour to pass, I waited for the market to actually start to pick a specific trend. And it's a lot easier to trade, and it's a lot more predictable when the market is actually picking a trend. With that said, the market just ripped up over these highs. Hey, Darren. Hey, like I said, I hope I'm wrong with the dragon, man. I hope it just goes crazy in the dragon. I'm in with my little baby 40 shares at AMD here. Like I said, the rebound bounce is in full effect. Like I said, I told you guys it would bounce right here, and it did. I took a little bit of shares, but you know, it's alright. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna hang out with this one.
Space trying to do a VWAP bounce play. I'd wait. I'd try to get that one at like 50.
What type of coffee I drink? Why? Am I full of energy today? I think today I'm drinking community coffee. King Cake flavor is what I think I'm really drinking today. Community Coffee King. I should get an affiliate link for that and just bank some money off of coffee, you know. If anybody wants to use the same coffee I'm using, I'm gonna post the link here, you know. But no, it's pretty good. Community Coffee's a Louisiana coffee brand. It's good.
Better than that healthy stuff you used to drink.
Dude, that stuff was doo-doo, man. You know. It was terrible.
I do not like that healthy stuff.
Oh, dude. It's not strong enough, man. The coffee I was drinking is not strong enough. I gave up sugar a while back, like a few weeks ago, and so I'm still trying to. Dude, it's surprising how hard you crave sugar when you give it up, man. My wife's sitting there eating Oreos in bed last night, pissing me off, dude. I was so hungry, and she's sitting there eating. She knows I gave up sugar too. My daughter did too. Like, my daughter and I both gave up sugar, and my wife just doesn't care. She's YOLOing it up with sugar in bed. Yeah, it's free, Ashton. Yeah, it's free. Like I said, you can join my team here. And at the very least, you're going to get a demo account to trade with, right? I miss these old songs. I haven't listened to these as much lately. This song kind of reminds me of the intro to like a 90s sitcom, is what I think of when I hear this. Maybe I'll add a little bit more to, dude. I'm getting a little tempted to like swing on Tesla or on AMD right here. I'm getting a little bit tempted. It's right about my level. I'm doing it. Oh well, I'm doing it. I'm in 60 shares. If I lose, I'll still lose like $15. And if I lose on this trade, I'm certainly just gonna pause and wait.
All right, guys. Lon there. CGC trying to watch it. Trying to take some profit into the push into the 60s and 70s.
Alright, I got you. Let me put you up.
Alright, should get one more spike here. We'll close most of it. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna close some of it there, guys.
Here you go. See, I already bounced back some, man. Sometimes that first trade gets you, you know.
I mean, you can't do nothing about a spread.
Yeah.
It's just spread is market makers.
Right.
That's just liquidity.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if I take another trade on Momo because it just tried to trap me. It did the long trap, the kind of the first move, and it just trapped me. That's all it was.
Yeah, for sure.
And
all right, I'm about to get out of
sometime.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I'm about to get out of AMD here. Faked me out. Like I said, less than $10 loss in the day. It's just, yeah, I'm out. Big squeeze down. So yeah, actually just exactly $10.40. But yeah, AMD, this is why I wait, because what happens a lot of the time is like stocks end up crossing over and under the VWAP, especially a stock like AMD that a lot of times mirrors the SPY. And so even though the SPY's ripping up, AMD's kind of choppy because the SPY was choppy, I guess. I don't know why AMD's not following it super well, but for whatever reason, AMD's not following the SPY. And yeah, this is why I wait the first hour, but less than $10 or less than a little bit over $10 loss, which is super manageable. Not upset at all. We'll see what happens. Here, just to show you guys, I am down $10.40. Do you have any advice on how to switch from paper trading to real market? I do very well paper trading, but then at best break even when I try real money. Okay, so here's the thing with Jeremy. So whenever you're transitioning from real money to paper, right? The big thing you want to understand is that it doesn't matter how accurately you emulate real money when you're trading your paper money. It doesn't matter. You could try to act like in the strictest way your paper account's the same thing as a real account, but it really isn't. In your mind, you know it's not the same. And so you're going to be more patient with paper. You're going to be more risky to a certain extent. And so the best way to transition to real money is not to use 500 shares on paper and then immediately switch to 500 shares in real money. That's never going to work. What you want to do is you want to jump in very, very small with real money. When you start to trade real money, you want to trade small. Buy 50 shares, buy 100 shares. Get used to that emotion. Then move up to 200 shares. Manage and master those emotions, because trading is not about learning strategies. The main thing in trading is actually about mastering and conditioning your emotions to make the right decisions and building rules around your mistakes. And so with that, you need number one is that you need to use real money to build rules around, because with paper, you're not going to have that emotion. You can try to say, yeah, I act like it's just the same. I do have that emotion with paper, but in the end, it's not the same. And so with real money, just take it slow. Best advice I can give, start slow, trade small, slowly scale your way up after you start to get used to the emotions of trading with real money is the best advice I can give.
I'm kind of worried about trading Spice because of the Tesla squeeze.
Yeah, man.
I think this one's affecting it. I don't know why, but the way that it moves, it definitely has a tendency of trying to fake shorts and then squeezing like crazy. So that's why I don't want to do a VWAP reject play on this. Has a good range though today, that Space stock.
Yeah, man. The dragon ripping up, man.
Gideon swung Tesla.
Hey, she's
Crazy
braver
dog.
than I am.
Red to green VWAP bounce.
Yeah.
I hope somebody got it.
She's braver than me, man.
That was scared. You could have bounced it at 870s, risk $5, and the potential reward there, $5 risk will make you a that's $20, $40, $60 move.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Not a bad risk to reward.
Yeah, I'm scared.
You just gotta take like 5 shares.
Yeah, I'm scared of that, dude.
It's $5.
I could probably be happy with 1 share in Tesla. Probably, I really could.
You know what, guys? You guys see an afternoon VWAP bounce? Let me know.
Yeah.
I might take it.
Honestly, if Tesla pulls back to 900, that might be an interesting level.
I have right now VWAP at 878.08. I'm gonna look for 880 pullback. 880 pullback here. VWAP fake out fade, John. Max R. You can take a look at that one. See if you like that. Okay, setting up to either tank here or just reverse here and then push on up. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it here. See what happens at the 33.65s. Still looking for AMRN to pull back. I like that one. MaxR is starting to look better. EMPH looking interesting also. It's pulling back now.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, my son came down demanding I buy him a new Switch game, and so I had to.
Let him know it ain't like that.
Yeah. I had to get his mind right real quick,
Hey, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Tell him he better start mowing some lawns.
Right, start, doing some dishes. Hey guys, hit that subscribe button. Remember to click the subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. Let's try to have a goal of like 30 subscribers during this stream. Also, our likes are at 40 likes. Let's bring that up to over 100. So everybody hit that like button. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. You know what's crazy is that 40% of the people that watch our stream have not subscribed yet. If you watch us every day, hit that subscribe button. Don't let your pride get in the way. Just hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. We do this live every day. Even if you don't like us, hit the dislike button. It's all engagement,
All right, guys. Looking for EMPH to come to VWAP there. It slightly got above VWAP. I was thinking about taking it there at 34, but it just held VWAP a little too much above. I have a support line drawn at 33.88. And that's really what I wanted to see touch, but it never touched there. If it touched there, I was going to take like 33.90s and try to risk off of the 80s. But it just bounced there immediately. It's one of my top watches. Good VWAP bounce though. And it was the exact play I wanted on it. If you guys remember, pre-market, I said 2 plays, EMPH, and Momo, and Lucky are the top plays. Those are the top plays right now. I'm still watching those same charts. That's one of the things I've been trying to improve on, guys. Select those stocks that you feel are kind of hot, tradable, have good volume, kind of make your patterns and try to stick with them at the open, and then look for kind of those big movers later on in the afternoon.
Guys, I kind of want to buy a share of Tesla right here. Like I said, that $900 level might be interesting. Where did it pull back to, guys? It put it exactly back to that $900 level. It's also right around the pre-market high, so that's even interesting as well. It's a little bit too late though, but I kind of wanted to buy 100 shares there. Just kind of missed it, unfortunately.
What do you think about fake out fade for Maxar? Maybe 1690s here or 1685s?
So I don't like the volume as much. The volume's too low. The other thing is that it would have to pull up all the way up to 17 and then pull back down to 1680s for me to like it.
Wasn't that that last move?
Oh, yeah, that last move was a good...
17, the same thing you just said, 17 to 1680s.
Right. And that's exactly... Because the fake out fade, or the rebound bounce, what I mean... Or do you mean a fake out fade or rebound bounce? Sorry.
Fake out fade for this one.
Okay, yeah, the fake out fade might be in play. Sorry, bro, my bad. I was thinking rebound bounce is what I was really thinking of. But yeah, that looks better. That looks interesting, and you could risk off of 17. 1690s, 17. Yeah, that does look bad.
All right, guys, looking for a VWAP bounce play. LK just pushed up there to 3410s. So looking for a pullback here, 3380s, 3375s. We'll definitely take a shot.
I appreciated that, man. Good call getting out of AMD when you did. AMD is tanking. Great job. Don't watch out, bro. Be careful when you say tanking, dude. People get mad at us for saying tanking, But no, appreciate it, man. Yeah, AMD was time to get out. I'm glad I got out when I did, and it's okay. Like I said, I took 60 shares of AMD, so very small trade. CGC doesn't look terrible. AMD is ripping down, so maybe if it pulls back, I might look at it. Roku's kind of pulling what we call the rebound bounce setup. Now, I'm going to wait. My ideal time isn't for another 30 minutes or so I'm waiting. But that is what we're getting right now on Roku is a rebound bounce. I can see it bouncing right there at 131. I'm going to play some jazz, Let's see what we got. Hey, no stress, John Luke. Of course, dude, we're CIA, man. We are Illuminati, the Most High. Flag on SQ. What's up, Levi? What's up, brother? Flag, let me check it out. Yeah, for sure. See if it gets over that 81 level, I think is big for SQ.
Nice VWAP bounce in there for that one.
Yeah.
There's Momo doing the red to green move.
Yeah, tanking. Yeah, we gotta watch it, man. People get mad at us,
Lucky holding there. I don't want to take it up here at the top. If it breaks out from here, I can't do much. I needed to come back to VWAP.
MU at the VWAP. Yeah, there's Maxar. Yeah, there's Maxar. Right at that fake out fade level. See, the problem I have with MU, though, is that it's a little bit too sideways for this. I get scared it's going to break those lows, so the VWAP and the low of the day are too close, I think. You would have to risk off at the low of the day for MU, and it's too scary for a potential just rip down. It's the only reason I don't like it, but I'm not saying it won't work. It's just, I have my own little style of how I trade them. And lately, I've really been looking at plays like Roku that, look at it bouncing right there at 131. So that's kind of what I've been looking for a little bit more lately. Over everything else, but there's Roku. At least Roku worked. But yeah, guys, sorry about my story yesterday with my crazy neighbor. But I figured it was good story time, and kind of is what we had to go through yesterday. let's see what we got today. I'm still looking at Roku. I'm kind of bummed I didn't take it down there at 130, 120, but, you know, called it out. Hopefully somebody got the rebound bounce on Roku. Same strategy I talked about in the last few videos.
Slight hesitation there. Should have bought up Momo. Let's see if I can get my price to show up again.
Alright, let me see. I'm going to bring my screen up for a second just so I could show you this move on Roku that I was talking about. Oh, you said you were trying to get Roku?
No.
Oh.
No.
So yeah, here's the move. I'm still bummed out I missed this one though, but because look, here's the move. It puts in this really obvious low down here. It bounces back above the VWAP, and then it pulls back to the VWAP. And this one put exactly down to the VWAP on Roku. This is where you look to enter these positions right here. And then you're just riding it up for a nice little breakout. And that's exactly what we got on Roku. I call this the rebound bounce setup. And it's the strategy I talked about in this past weekend's video. Is a rebound bounce is what I call it. Super profitable strategy.
Okay, shooting out like a monster.
Let me check it out.
I had that watch today, guys.
Did you do anything about the neighbor? Not yet. We have AMD or ADT coming out today to make sure our alarm system's up to date, and then we you know, we're probably gonna file a police report.
There goes that fake out fade for Max R.
Yeah, that one look good. Cannabis stocks are down a little bit too. They might fade a little bit. It's amusing to me when calling out a person's true persona. What? I'm so confused, man. Do we have demons in the chat? Guys, get out of here. Yeah. Honestly, I talked to the other neighbors about it yesterday, and I got their advice, like all the surrounding neighbors aside from that. And surprisingly enough, I guess not surprisingly, most of them had issues with him too. Like, they had their own issues with him. And so, yeah, at least we're not the only ones, which makes me feel a little bit better that it's not just like a weird targeting of me. Hold on. Yeah, some of my neighbors' wives had issues with him, and so at least he wasn't specifically targeting my wife, but it's just weird, man. Buffy, Ray Ray? Yeah, man. You might have actually get another little chance for the fake out fade on Max R. If it pulls back to 85, you could risk off at like 90. Pretty solid. Small risk there for a smaller risk trade. Dragus says, what's up, John? How's it going? Wasn't here yesterday. What's the story with the neighbor? I'm going to wait a little while since... stick around, Dragus. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. But yeah, I'll tell the story a little bit later if you guys want. But just now, right now, I'm going to focus on trading right now. But yeah, basically, we got a weirdo neighbor that is like slightly obsessive and stalkerish, and you know, we've had some pretty big red flags from him. So that's all it is. Yeah, you missed story time yesterday. Tesla, man. We'll see if it bounces at 900. It's kind of right there. Ah, there goes Max R, ripped up. Yeah, if y'all want to hear the story, you just gotta hang out, and I'll talk about it later. Not right now. Yeah, I got it, guys. I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story a little bit later. So just stick around. We'll tell it in about like 20, 30 minutes. We'll tell the story. Maybe a little bit earlier. It just depends on what we find in the market. But right now I'm focusing on stocks. But yeah, we'll tell it. Don't stress. I got you guys. I'll tell the story. CGC pulling back to the VWAP. That one might be interesting.
That rip out from LK.
Hold on, guys. The trash guy's honking at me. Hold on.
Said hurry up, John. You guys hear that? What's going on, traders? How's your day going out there? Hope you guys getting some good trades out there, finding some good patterns, sticking to your rules. Like always, guys. Around this time is when we can start forgetting our rules, so always stick to your rules, man. Stick to the trading rules.
All right, I'm back. So apparently it wasn't me. It was just one of our neighbors parallel parked on the road and blocked our trash guy because we're on a cul-de-sac.
Oh, he didn't like that.
Nah, he was mad, man. You heard him. Yeah, I think everybody heard him. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
guys, just calling out a VWAP reject play. It's a full range up, full range down, so be careful with this play. It is space. Big range on that one.
Roku might set up again for that rebound bounce setup. It's almost kind of my time to trade it, so I'm really thinking about Roku here again. I missed the first one, but it's kind of starting to be my time to trade, and so maybe we get a pullback here on Roku, like down to like 131.50, maybe. I'll consider it, because it's going to kind of look for a fake out fade. It just depends on what the range is, 131, 132, so it's got a pretty big range. I think I would have to take like 50 shares at first. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in with 50 shares here. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. I just made the biggest mistake ever.
Oh my gosh. Grab Tesla?
I just grabbed Tesla.
Oh, I had that. I wasn't even looking at your screen.
Dude.
I had that feeling.
I accidentally just traded Tesla with 100 shares and lost $200 within 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, man. Wow.
Yeah, it happens, brother.
Oh man, all I can do is laugh about it, man. Oh, dude. Dumb, man. I'm gonna have to clip that and record that and make fun of myself with that because that's the biggest trading mistake I've ever made, man. Whew. I'm gonna jump in Roku where I wanted, but man, that hurts, guys. That hurts.
It happens when your charts don't change with your kind of order form. You gotta be careful with that one.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, man, that hurts, guys. Just a dumb, like, obviously a mistake. I bought Tesla instead of Roku. I was looking to buy Roku with 50 shares is what it was. I don't think it was 100. I think it was 50 shares. I bought 50 shares of Tesla, immediately down $200. Oof, that hurts, man. This is going to be the biggest loss I've taken in weeks, you know. Or in months. This is the biggest loss I've had in months, man. Down $215 on the day. Like I said, just a dumb error. It was just a mistake on my part. Mistakes happen. There's nothing I can really do about it, but except maybe pay a little bit more attention next time. But yeah, super frustrating. Whew, man. Complete accident. Yeah. That hurts, guys. That hurts, man. Like I said, I'm okay. Luckily, my account can handle the swings. I'm up $1,600 now, so I did lose a little bit, but man, I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and I'm just gonna go back and try to get back in my zone and try to fight back a little bit on the day. And so I'm in Roku here, looking for the bounce setup, but man, I literally bought 50 to 100 shares of Tesla on accident and lost $200 in like 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds. So, whew, man.
Alright guys, let's see how this Momo is here. Got a small little starter. Looking to add. Let's see if we can get a nice add. Trying to work back in Momo.
Yeah, I'm good. It happens. I'm not gonna let it get me too down on the day. I'm just gonna go along with my day and act like it didn't happen. Of course it happened. I'm not gonna be delusional about it, but I'm also not gonna let it affect the rest of my day because I've been pretty patient. I haven't really traded that much, and it's just one of those things that it's gonna happen every blue moon where you just make a fatal error like that, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to laugh it off. That was certainly the most expensive mistake. When I say mistake, I mean specifically user error that I've ever made. That was the most expensive user error I've ever made for sure. And so at least I got it on video, at the very least, you know.
It happens,
hurts,
man.
but
It happens.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's cool. But yeah, man, that's kind of how it goes, I guess. But yeah, it could have gone really well, I guess. That would have been even better. What if I just made $200? That would have been lovely. But honestly, I could have held because that's not really that much of a buy. I just don't know if my account could have swung through that. But yeah.
Lucky with a big pullback there. Big
All right.
pullback on Lucky.
I just lost $40 on Roku too. I don't know if I should hang it up for the day. I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait. This has turned into one of the biggest losses I've ever taken. And so, yeah, that's kind of how it goes, I guess. Like I said, I got to be able to laugh it off. Maybe I'll take 100 shares of Tesla here. But I got to be able to laugh it off, but man, that's really, I would have been down $40, you know, on the day, which was super manageable. Now I'm down 240. So I'm debating on just closing it down and regrouping and coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really down yourself for that down.
Right.
You do got to limit what I call the emotional days. So you might want to just
Certainly.
limit today. That's
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
It's just put it in the emotional book.
Right.
Throw that
for sure.
one in one of those days.
Right, for sure. And it is what it is. You know, like I said, yeah, that's probably my max loss net trend. I'm going to hang it up, guys. Like I said, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I got to be able to laugh at myself a little bit. And it was just, you guys know me, that was a pure error. I was trying to buy 50 shares of Roku, which was, I ended up losing $40, but I ended up buying 50 shares of Tesla, the Dragon, which is not the best idea. You know what I mean? Not a good idea to buy 50 shares of Tesla, unless you have the account to sustain that, which I definitely don't. And so yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and be done with the day and not add anymore. My max loss is really about $300, but I'm not gonna nickel and dime it right now. I'm just gonna hang it up. I think that's the right move. And yeah, I'm gonna put Mitch up. Story time, man? I could do story time.
Watching LK here.
What did you do in Roku that looked good? So with Roku, it just looked like that rebound bounce setup that's been super profitable for me lately. Honestly, 2 of these have failed today though, so today might not be the day for it, and which is another reason I should probably hang it up. I might look for some fades. I think the market's actually pulling back a little bit now, but with Roku, it was just the rebound bounce setup that's been super profitable lately. So, like I said, I'm probably just gonna close it down, hang it up, and I'm gonna just put Mitch up and let Mitch hold it down. I'll stick around and we'll do story time, but I think big error, pretty frustrating. Like I said, I can laugh at it now, and luckily my account can sustain it. Like I'm still, let's see, I'm still $1,500 in profit, so I still got a lot of room in my account. It's one of those days where you make a fatal error, and you got to just hang it up before you make more. And so I'm done. You know, I'll stick around though. Hey, appreciate the sub. Shout out to Bailey. Appreciate becoming a subscriber, Bailey. Shout out to Bailey. Yeah, shout out to Bailey becoming a member. It's $4.99. We definitely appreciate the support, Bailey. Shout out to Bailey.
Started there.
So Bailey, you're a female. All right, she's cool. Shout out to Bailey. I was gonna say my man, like I always do with my members, but shout out to Bailey. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, honestly, it's been a super profitable few months, luckily, and so I'm still fine. If I think it would hurt more. Shout out to Omar, my man. Omar, hitting that sub button.
Long lucky.
Okay, I got you up.
Big time trade here. Gonna take a shot here, guys. Let's see what happens.
Shout out to Yasmani, Nivas, Omar. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing those names, but yeah, appreciate the subs, guys. Y'all want to make me feel better? Hit the subscribe button. You know, make fun of me. Make fun of me, chat. Tell me I'm dumb. Tell me I'm stupid. You know, make it burn so I don't do it again. You know? You're in the trading penalty box. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here, Shreep. Don't stress it, brother. I got you. I gotta do story time. You know, there's too much requests for that story again. But yeah, appreciate it, Bailey.
All right, guys, looking good. Let's see if we can get that buy to really step in here at 34.40. So that's going to be the price that's going to make or break this trade. Let's see if we can get it to just surge through that 34.40, get back up there at 34.70, and then they should test 84s. This is a big time trade, just trying to stay in it, focus.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure.
Not holding its gains there. 6,000 shares sold at 35. Let's see if we can get this bounce here. Could come through VWAP. If it does, then we got to get out at 33.90s.
I think the market looks good for that one too. The market's starting to push up. It's at 328.50s. And so I think the market looks like it's going to bounce here too.
It's definitely a bigger risk than I'm used to, but it's a measured trade, and that's what matters. I think I got it near the bottom, and that's what matters also, near support, giving myself a shot.
Should I play my saddest song ever? I think I should. I think it's time for that. It's the saddest song ever. I'm just kidding, guys. I gotta play my sad song though, right?
Alright guys, be careful. Might get stopped out here.
You know? My sad song.
I need to bounce here. There's a significant bounce to see if it just gets bought up.
The dragon breaking lows.
Struggling there in the 19s.
AMRN bounce. Let's see. Yeah, AMRN bounce looks good. Honestly, doesn't look bad.
Yeah, I was looking for that one later on in the day, so definitely. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, solid bounce for sure.
Solid. It's a tighter range, but solid bounce.
Yeah. Yeah, the song's dope, actually. I like the sad song, man. You gotta play the sad music, you know?
It's not looking good here. Could cut down right here, but just staying in it for right now. It's about to stop me out. It's near the bid. Yeah, I'm out.
Big loss there. Oof, didn't even get out all of it. Just give me a second here. Give it a second to rebound, if not, to step out. Yeah, definitely a big loss there.
Sounds like it's just one of those days for us, man. You know, just one of those days.
Well, give it a shot to come back up since I missold there. I was trying to sell out everything. Gotta be honest with that.
Hey, don't stress it, Jonathan. You'll bounce back, brother. Yeah, man. Like I said, we'll both bounce back, man. Like I said, mine, pure trading error. Pure mental error. It's just a mistake. It's not that I was wrong about my trade. It was just that I just made a mistake. Got in the wrong stock with a huge range. And Tesla, if there was any stock I did not want to accidentally buy, it was Tesla. You know?
Should have had your wife traded it.
No, man. Honestly, no, dude. That would have been not today.
She nailed Tesla.
Yeah, she got it. She tamed it, man. She did it. I was happy.
Yeah.
For it.
Yes.
She made a green trade on Tesla the other day, so I was happy for it. Tesla's rebounding a little bit here. We'll see what happens. Market's moving back up too. MY up. MYO. Yeah, I heard a few people talk about MYO today. It's an old school mover too. Yeah, it's up to 16.15. Ooh, latest parabolic stock. MYO is actually is kind of going parabolic here. Market moving up a little bit. What's the other sad song I have? There it is. I could play the Titanic song, you know. I appreciate you becoming a member, Bailey. AMRN. Yeah, I'm watching it. That would look good. Wish I would have seen it though, but caught it a little bit too late, unfortunately, with AMRN. It did look bad though. Oh well. Kind of pulling back a little bit here for AMRN. Roku, Tesla going crazy. Market's actually kind of ripping up a little bit. So, kind of looking like it might break highs.
Oh. Tesla.
Yeah, don't even. I hate Tesla right now. I love Tesla, but I hate it. You know, really, it's my fault. It's nobody else's fault but mine. There was nothing. Tesla looks good. I love Elon. Dumb mistake by me. Just dumb mistake, unfortunately. And it is what it is. It happens. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it goes. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. You know. Hey, LK's not looking bad though. That little 100 share mistake. It looks like it's working out for you. So at least you can make a good mistake, you know.
Yeah, just gotta add.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I feel you. You also got a really obvious risk now down there, so that doesn't look terrible.
Just
either.
need another pullback to add here.
Yeah.
There's no point in adding right here at 20s. I want to get it somewhere at 10.
Right.
Right. Ooh, Tesla. I just don't have money. I like trading Tesla off a 5-minute, guys. That's just a tip out there. I would never trade Tesla on a 1 minute.
Yeah. It's kind of scary,
I traded on a 5-minute, and I'd try to buy it there off the 872.50s.
Yeah.
Because the support is there. That's what matters. All right, there's Lucky pushing up a little bit. We're gonna look to add because we need to add some shares. So anything pulling back underneath my entry, we can look to add some shares.
Yeah, if it might set up for that fake out fade setup too. Like if it pulls back to 34.11, you could risk off at 33.80s. That doesn't look terrible.
Yep, looking to add some shares on a pullback here.
But yeah, I appreciate all the kind words, though.
Watch for a potential squeeze in space.
Well, one share, Sean. Don't stress it, bro. It was tempting for me to do it too. What online stock trading is this? We're using TradeNet and Tefs. I guess we could talk about them real quick. So if anybody wants to use the same platform as us, I know somebody was asking kind of what platform we were using earlier. So we're using TradeNet and Tefs, and the real benefits of using them is that you can day trade and actually short stocks. And so, their base package is $375. For that, you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's no PDT rule. It comes with the trading course, demo account, and chat room access. And the biggest thing is that you become a contractor for them. They let you trade their account similar to a prop firm, and their base package gives you 14,000 to trade with no PDT rule, shorting ability, plus more. And if you're a new trader and you're looking to get started for cheap, I think this is the only option if you want to actually day trade and short, especially because anywhere else you're going to be paying thousands. The platform alone anywhere else is going to cost usually over $100 a month just for the platform. You're not going to be able to day trade. You're certainly not going to be able to short anywhere else for the most part. And I think this is just the cheapest option. I think also most of the time new traders are going to lose regardless of where they go. And so I think it's just a much cheaper way to spend $375, less than $400, get a ton of buying power, actually be able to short with no PDT rule. It comes with the course, a paper trading platform to get your feet wet and kind of find your style. And I think that's the best option for new traders. I think, like I said, to be fair, I think most new traders are going to probably lose their Tefs TradeNet account as well, but I would much rather lose $375 than save up thousands, deposit thousands, and then end up losing that anyway. And so I think it just makes a lot more sense to go the TradeNet and Tefs route, and it's just a really cheap way to get started. Like I said, it operates like a prop firm, and so there is a 70-30 split, so you're going to have to share 30% of your net profit with them. But I mean, for less than $400, they're giving you a ton of buying power, no PDT rule, shorting ability, and I think that just makes sense. I think it's the cheapest way. And so I'll post this link here if you want to check it out. Great way to help support our channel as well. We do make a commission if you sign up through us, but like I said, it's just a cheap way to help support us. And like I said, if you really think about it, some paper trading platforms in 3 months are going to cost the same as an intro package. So would you rather have a paper trading account, or would you rather actually trade a live funded account that comes with a course, a demo account, chat room access, shorting ability, and all this good stuff where you can actually potentially make money on? I would rather do the TradeNet route, and I think that just makes more sense. So there's the link if you want to check that out. You wouldn't. I obviously recommend Thinkorswim, Angel, but I'm using Tefs and TradeNet to execute my trades. Thinkorswim I'm using solely for charting because I like Thinkorswim charts. They're what I started with. They're what I've used the most as a trader, and really they're what I started with.
Yeah, I hear a lot of talk, guys, of people trying to paper trade. And one of the things that I bring up and John and I talk about is if you're really trying to paper trade, or maybe you already have a strategy, but you're really trying to get to that next level, what we recommend is trading live, but small. Right. And the reason we recommend this is that it's going to give you at least a little bit of the edge in the emotion that you're going to feel when you live trade. And at the same time, you're going to be able to actually trade with real money. And once you trade with real money, you start getting kind of this concern or this more focus for it. And that's what we're really trying to get you, is kind of easing your step into live money. A lot of traders go big paper and then go big live. That's not the way to do it because the emotions will eat you alive. I recommend even start small paper, start small live, then go bigger, maybe even paper, then go bigger live. Right. You see how that works? And that's really what's important, and that's why we recommend TradeNet, because you can get an intro account for as cheap as I think $375 right now.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
And that's super cheap to allow you to trade live. A lot of people are trading a DOS paper trading paper platform, and that's over $120. So if you're going to pay $120 a month, might as well just have a chance to make some real money.
Right, exactly. And that's really, people hate on TradeNet, but if you really think about it, it's like paper trading platforms are going to cost the same. Like, they're going to cost the same in a few months. And so if you really think about it, if you can extend your intro package 3 months, you're paying the same thing as you would a paper account. But you're actually getting a funded account where you could potentially make money on, and I just don't think there's any downside in that. I think that makes the most sense if you're looking for a cheap way to get started, and especially if you want to short. Like, the reason I went over to TradeNet is because I wanted to short. I was on Ustock Trade and I couldn't short. And most new traders can't short unless you have a margin account with like over $2,000 and you got to request approval, and it's a long process. And so it's like, there's no way for new traders to short, especially for less than $500. And I think the risk reward makes sense. Your max loss on a TradeNet package, on their base package, the intro package, is $700. And so if you're paying $375, your max loss is $700. You're almost getting twice as much to lose than you're actually paying for it. And so the risk reward makes sense as well there. And so it's like people got to think of all the different reasons for it. And I think they really shine in that way, where they give new traders a way to get started for cheap. And I don't think there's anywhere else that you could really do that. Again, to be fair, I think most traders are going to lose their TradeNet package as well, because I think most traders are just going to lose. It doesn't matter where they go. But I'll say this, it's a lot cheaper to lose a TradeNet package than it is to lose a conventional $1,000, where you're depositing thousands. I think that is much more expensive. So no, there's no options. And of course, we're biased because we post links, obviously, and make a commission. But like I said, I think the cheapest way to get started is them. And yeah, there's the link if you want to check it out. Yeah, I'm still watching NVAX, Bailey. I'm holding that put option in NVAX, and so I'm still watching that one. We're just gonna wait it out and see what happens. So what I would do, Angel, is I would actually recommend paper trading first. I would recommend paper trading specifically to find your niche, find your style, find your trading personality, and practice your system. That's what paper trading is really used for. A lot of the time, though, people try to emulate paper money with real money. Or they try to emulate real money with paper money, and I don't think that's a very good thing, because your emotions are just not going to be there with paper. You're not going to be able to build realistic rules around paper trading. And so I think you should start with paper, develop a system, develop a strategy and a niche and a style. And then once you have that style, that niche, that back testing results that are positive, then transition to real money, but trade small. Because you're probably going to lose, doesn't matter how much you start with, doesn't matter where you go. Your first few day trading accounts, you're almost certainly going to lose. And you want to have that reasonable expectation of that, because most traders don't. You know what I mean? Most traders just don't have that reasonable expectation. They don't think they're going to lose. Problem is, most traders do lose, especially when they first get started. Most traders are just going to lose. And so if you decide to make your first account a $25,000 account, you're probably going to lose $25,000. If you make your first trading account a $400 account like TradeNet, all you're going to be out of is $400, and I just think it's a cheaper, more risk-averse way to get started. Yeah, Chris, about every other day trading YouTuber does it, bro. You know? Really, not even day trading. About every other YouTube in the world posts referral links, brother. At least most of them. A large majority of them do, I'll say that. And so if you're mad at me for posting a referral link when I live stream every day for free, and if you're mad that I find some way to make money from my YouTube channel, you know, sounds really reasonable, brother, you know? If you're not hating, my bad. I guess I'm just kind of used to people hating. But yes, I do that. That's what I do. Hey, dude, bro, you're doing well, bitch. Dude, I was so worried about you, bro. I was like, damn, man. Mitch was rebounding on us. Nice work, dude. Congrats, brother. Looks good.
Just taking it easy, man. I'm not even looking at her. Tell you the truth, I have no idea what price she's at.
Hey, man, sometimes that works, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta vibe out.
Right, I feel you. That's what I try to. That's my mentality in life, dude. Sometimes I'm just chilling, man. You know, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta just laugh at yourself. You can't take yourself too seriously. You know.
All right, guys, we can probably take some up here. 3460s. I just looked at the level 2. The goal is 3460. I'm seeing it's kind of slow down a little bit, giving it a shot to break through that 60.
Hey, dude, you turned a $120 loss into a
There you
$100
go.
win. Killing
Just
it, man.
took off 150 at 3460.
Hey, nice, dude. See, that's how it goes, Mitch. Congrats, bro. That's a great rebound, man. Mitch turned a $120 loss into a $100 gain by staying calm and just doing his thing, man. Nice work, bro.
All right, guys, next level up. Next level up. Look for the resistance. 72s. 70. Look to sell another at 3470. Another 100 shares at 3470 will give us a chance for it to just spike up here, hit the resistance, kind of slow down.
Yeah, oh, well, I appreciate it, Christopher. Yeah, man, like I said, here's the reality, right? And this is kind of how it goes a lot of the time with YouTube, is that YouTubers a lot of time are super entitled. And I'm not really talking to you here because you actually understand. But a lot of times YouTubers are super entitled. They want you to just stream and make videos for free and never make money from it ever. You know what I mean? And that's just not how it goes. Like we stream live. We stream for like 4 hours, 4 hours a day. You know, we spend on this channel. If you think we're not going to find ways to make money, you're crazy. You know, I don't care what any YouTuber says. YouTubers can pull the whole, I do it because I love it and I just want to help people. And that might be part of the reason, but YouTubers are certainly doing it to make money. I don't care what anybody says, you know. And that's, nobody should have a different expectation aside from that, you know. Nice trade there, Mitch. Killing it, brother.
Wanting to see this momentum, see if it continues. I'll take some off there. 72, guys. I'm expecting a pullback so I can add. That's why I want to take some off there. If I don't take some off there, then my realize just becomes nothing. And that's not the idea here, guys. The idea is to be smart, look for a re-add here. I like this high here that we can look back on and kind of go off of. So 3420s. would be an ad here. If not, we're gonna let the rest of these trades work and try to get to the high of the day, and then we could take more profit at 35.10, which would be $1 gain on 100 shares. So that's what we're gonna stick to. Hey, that Tesla bottom looks like I didn't call too bad. At first, I had said 1880s. Probably would have got stopped out one trade, but I like that other trade that I was looking at in the 872.50s. That held 860s really well after it held there. It's now pushed up. You could look for a VWAP bounce play coming back to VWAP.
Somebody asked, hey, Tesla's ripping up, man. How profitable is streaming on YouTube, if you don't mind me asking? It's pretty profitable. I mean, it's not profitable at all when you're small.
Yeah, it depends, as like always, on the sizing.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why you guys see the gurus trading with insane sizing.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about their money.
Right, because they're making money just trading. And I'm not mad at them for it. Like, here's the thing, right? Trading, it's all about the size of your audience. If you have a larger audience, and Mitch and I, we're about in the middle. Like, we're not a huge YouTube, but we have a large enough audience that we can make money with. You know what I mean? And so, it all depends, right? But if you're just a little channel and you got like 100 subs, you're not going to be making anything. You know what I mean? You might, you can't even get approved for AdSense until you have over like 1,000 subscribers. And I think it's over like 45, or I think it's over like 3,000 hours watched on your channel. I might be wrong about that. So I would be sure to confirm that. But it just depends. Like, people, like, it took me years to grow this thing. It took Mitch and I years to grow this thing. You know, this thing did, like, it took years. And now we're making pretty good money. But
and just to give you guys an idea, when I first started with John, we were at like 3,000.
Right.
So think about the massive growth. And why do we grow, guys? It's because we're not alerts. We try not to alert you guys. And that's really the key, is that we show you guys our strategy, how we trade, and then you guys see us try to do it every single day. Some days are going to go better than others. Some days we're going to make mistakes, but we show you the real trading journey.
Yeah, sure.
The real trading journey. And we're not going to falsify it. We're not going to show you that, hey, this is an easy game. We're going to show you the reality and show you that you can make money. There's people making money.
Yeah, sure.
But it's not easy.
Right. And I like that quote. Warren Buffett, most people can't get rich because they don't want to get rich slow. 100%. And like I said, this channel took us years. Like, Mitch joined when we were at like 3,000 subscribers. And so we have joined, let's see. We have joined like 5 times larger since Mitch got on. But even just me going from 0 subscribers to 3,000 took years. It took years for me to go from 0 to 3. And then, you know, as you get bigger as a YouTube channel, you start to grow faster and faster and faster. And Mitch has definitely been a valuable part of the channel and the start. You know, like, Mitch is my partner here. Like, that's why him and I do everything, because that's what, you know, the channel needs 2 people, I think. And it's good to have Mitch and I here as like partners. But it takes a long time to grow these things, man. Unless there's a few different routes you could take, right? You could choose, sometimes you're going to grow faster. And to be quite honest, here's the truth, right? If Mitch and I didn't stream, we would probably make more. If we did not stream and we posted 1 daily video every day, Mitch and I would make more. 100%. You know, just from YouTube alone, Mitch and I would make more. If we just posted 1 video recap a day, we would make more. And it's just, it takes time, you know what I mean? But the reality is that it takes a long time, and people don't see all the work. It's people just see us big now, and they get jealous and they get insecure, and that's where the haters come from. Like, people see us now and they're like, why do these guys have 20,000 followers, or why do these guys have 17,000 followers? Like, why do they get it? They don't deserve it. They're terrible traders. They suck. Why do they have that many subscribers, right? What they really don't see is that it took me 3 years to get here, man. 3 years, and now we're finally making good money from it. But it took years to get to this level, to where we're making good money from it. You know, and it's just part of it. You know, it is what it is. People don't see all the work it took to get here. They just see what it is now. You know,
100%. All right, guys. Let's see if this can hold this like 90 EMA over here. So I'd be in the 40s. I would want us to hold 40s here. Let's see if we can get an ad and nail the ad.
Hey, shout out to my man Pran. Oh, my bad, bitch. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Shout
Another one I like, guys. I've lost on it multiple times today. I'm still liking Momo. It's trapping and trapping and trapping shorts. So I think when this one squeezes, it's going to squeeze significantly. It keeps trapping people. It's trading more on, I would say, a 15-minute time frame. And if you look at the 15-minute, all you see is wicks at the bottom. So what is that? That's buying pressure. And so I think a breakout through the 25s is going to get it through the 50s. That's why I keep watching it. At least technically wise, it keeps setting up for that.
Right. Well, growing a YouTube, Sean, it's like this, man. Sorry, bitch. I know you're in a trade. I'm done trading, so I'm just kind of chilling, man. But growing a YouTube, it's like this, Sean. So, first of all, number one, I have a very kind of obsessive personality, right? So, like, when I get interested in something, just like trading, I get absolutely obsessed with it to where I just focus 24/7 on that one thing, right? And luckily enough, I got obsessed with my YouTube channel at one point, and I just started putting out content. The reality is, if you're trying to grow a channel, as you get bigger, you start to grow faster. It kind of snowballs, right? So like the first 1,000 subscribers took me a year and a half at least, maybe a little bit longer than that to get. Once we got over 1,000, that's when it really starts to grow faster. And that's when it goes from like, instead of taking a year to get 1,000, you get like 1,000 subscribers within the first like 6 months. And then once you have like 2,000-3,000, that's when you really start to grow fast. Like we're right at this point, our channel is growing by about 1,000 subscribers, about 1,200 subscribers a month is what we're growing at right now. And I'm super happy with that. I am actually really, really happy with that growth rate. And it's something I'm definitely happy with, and I'm definitely going to kind of try to keep growing, and eventually Mitch and I will get to over 100K and we'll be fine. But that first, you know what I mean, that first year is the hardest because you don't really have any motivation to keep growing. It's more so just trying to get as big as you can. And
learning what content really pleases your viewers.
Right.
Because really, at the end of the day, guys, we do this, and the things that do well is for you guys. We put out strategy videos because I know how hard it is to find a working strategy. And a lot of traders suffer on trying to find a process that can actually work for them. So that's why you'll see us put out those free strategy breakdown videos, because we believe in those strategies. Those strategies exist. We've seen other traders trade it. It's just a matter of, will it work for you? And that's why we put out multiple strategies, and we put out ones that we believe more strongly in, like the VWAP bounce and the VWAP fade.
All right, so I just made a nice $400 from AMRN. I'm scaling out of it now. Ooh, I did it though. No, wait, I gotta get rid of this limit order. So.
All right, guys, looking for another ad in LK. The one that I like, also building up, like I told you guys. Momo still building up, trying to build that Momo.
All right, so I'm holding 500 shares left. I got in with pretty big size of AMRN. To be honest, I got frustrated, and I really wanted to take a second and just trade off stream, but I have rebounded. You can see overall I've made $313 on this AMRN trade, effectively rebounding me from that tragic mistake on Tesla. I'm going to scale out a little bit more. I'm only holding 250 shares left, and I'm up about $70 on the day now. And so, yeah, I needed that. I needed to take 5, not trade on stream, and I was also, like, kind of stressed out in the trade, and so that's when I started talking about other stuff. But yeah, happy with that rebound. I'm going to throw Mitch up now that you guys can see it. But again, you can see this is my P&L, $313 on this VWAP bounce on AMRN. So shout out to, I know somebody, I think Bailey called that one out. So I really appreciate it, Bailey. That's the one I took and nailed it. So thank you. Really appreciate it. We're just going to keep growing, keep pushing. And like I said, I really appreciate it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's normal uptick. But yeah, so really, so when you're growing a channel, this is the reality of it, right? We get a lot of people here that try to kind of plug their content. They try to go to different, and I can tell what they do, right? They go to different streams, they go to different Discords, and they try to promote their content. They try to push their content to other people. The truth is, guys, and I think Gary Vee said this, which is 100% true, which is that you want to grow, give people something they actually want to watch. Give people something they actually want to see. That's how you're going to grow, is by giving people something that they actually want. A lot of times people will just make recap videos or they'll make other stuff. When you're first getting started, you don't want to do that. You want to just give them something they want to see. You know, you want to make a video about something that people actually find value in. And it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, how fast you're growing. I'm going to go ahead and get out the rest here. So nice little $75 up on the day after that. But the point is, if you're trying to grow a YouTube, give people something they want to see. Give people something that they actually find value in, and you will organically grow faster than anything else. Going around trying to spam your links in other people's channels is not going to help you grow faster. Going to the comment section and spamming your links is not going to help you grow faster. The thing that's going to make you grow faster is just putting out stuff that people actually want to see. As simple as that sounds. And if you do that, that's when you're going to get views. That's when you're going to grow so much faster regardless, is by giving people something they actually want to see. And that's what you really have to think about in your head. Like as a day trading channel, when I first got started and when Mitch and I were really young in this, what we thought about was like, what do people want to see? You know, people want to see no PDT platforms. They want to see what platforms offer no PDT rule. They want to see broker reviews. They want to see strategies that you can use to grow small accounts. Like that's what people want to see in the trading world. And so that's what we targeted. And that's what helped us grow. People want to see live day trading streams like this. That's what we started doing. And Mitch and I, it's a little bit saturated now, to be honest, like this space. Like the live day trading stream space, like it's a little bit more saturated now, but luckily we got in it to when it wasn't saturated and there was nobody else doing this. And so that's how we grew so fast, and that's why we get a lot of views relative to the other, is because we got in this before it was saturated, and we were able to grow before this space was that saturated. Now everybody's trying to do it now, but luckily we've grown to a level where we're going to keep growing now because we're big enough already to where it doesn't matter. But yeah.
All right, guys. LK breaking out there now above 80s. Really wanted to add at 40 and got a chance. You know, it pulled back there. It went to 41. I was looking for more of a 39, 40 entry. I was thinking it was going to bounce a little bit there, but now we're above 35s. Really pushing on up there. Momentum pushing here.
Hey man, today's the day of the rebound, bro.
I've been doing pretty well with a hold to top reward mentality, so I might start trying to do that more often. And just taking the trade. Sometimes we're gonna get more losses than winners, but when the winners come, I've seen this happen at least up to resistance, and that's a good profit take up there at 35.07s.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to let it work here and hold these 84s, which is the resistance of prior resistance that it ripped through. So if it could hold that, I'll feel positive. But this is what you want to get, guys, the high of the day touch.
Yeah.
When you can get those high of the day touches, you can really make some good, decent money on trades.
Yeah, honestly, man, I got really lucky. I think I probably took too much risk. I just feel like to be quite honest, my emotions got in the way, and this is really why. Is because I worked so hard the last 2 weeks to like build my account up and to like grow my account back to like pre-slump levels. And I worked so hard to do that when I made that mistake on Tesla, I held it together, but it was super frustrating because I knew I was just going to dip right back down, and that was frustrating. And so it was like my mind was like, look, I got to make this back. I got to redeem this because I worked too hard to bring my account to that level, and I actually think that was probably the wrong move. I think it was a good trade, but I think it was the wrong move, and luckily it worked out for me here, but it could have gone the other way, and I have to see that too.
75 is the out on the downside here. If it goes below 75, I'm just going to take the profit. If it comes back above 80s, we should get through the 35s. So let's see what we get here.
So PH says, hey, I'm new here. I have 5,000 in Robinhood. Can I follow you guys' trades? I only do 3-day trades within 5 trading days. Yeah, we don't really want you to follow our trades. We don't want you to copy our trades, especially. I can post a link so you can see the strategies that we use, but we're active day traders, and so we're day trading a lot. And so I don't know if I would follow one individual trade of ours because we more so go by volume. Like we higher volume with trading, and we let the accuracy rate compensate a lot of the time.
What I would say is don't focus on us too much intraday, pre-market. Come on by. Talk a lot of stocks.
Yeah, no, Vinny, what you're saying is absolutely true. Vinny says revenge trading is never good, even when it's good. Right, exactly. And even though I'm happy I rebounded on the day and I'm ended the day up, as happy as I am for that, I do have to acknowledge and respect the mistakes that I made and understand the mistakes that I made, so I don't get myself in a slippery situation in the future. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like that's the big thing. I gotta acknowledge the mistakes I made and somewhat revenge trading after a big mistake. I could be happy that I rebounded, but I still have to tell myself that was the wrong move and really understand that was the wrong move and try to avoid that in the future.
All right, there's Momo now up at 35, where I expected it to get to, guys. So I'm going to be watching that one for a pullback to VWAP. If it pulls back to VWAP, I'm going to long it. It's just a longer term trade, but I'm looking for pullbacks in that one. Make my money back.
Yeah, today's
I've
the
been
day
watching her long the whole way, but
Yeah, today's the day of the rebound, man. You and I both lost. We're down like hundreds, and then we rebounded, so it's kind of how it goes sometimes.
Back above 35s. Rebounding.
We'll see what NVIX does here. NVIX, I'm still holding that put option, but I really need to drop back down.
Rebounding like a Texas X. All my exes live in Texas.
All my exes live in Louisiana, really. That's where my exes live. I moved to Texas
for a reason.
Yeah, I moved to Texas. My exes are back in LA. I had to get out of there, but yeah.
Those California kids are gonna get mad at you. Call it LA.
Yeah, right. Honestly, well, people in Louisiana, that's what we call it, is LA.
Yeah, that's your LA.
Yeah. Sounds like you want
guys ripping.
Well, you do have a rule: if you lose a certain number, you call it a day. If not, then maybe it's not revenge. It's a good setup you took after a loss. So like I said, my max loss was really 300. The problem is that the risk I gave myself in that AMRN trade would have pushed me over $300. And so I think I got a little stubborn, and I do have to be real about that. Luckily, I was able to make it work, and like I said before, I can usually rebound on a loss. And so it's one of the reasons I don't let losses affect me that much, is because I can usually make it back after a loss. It's just, I got to realize the mistakes I made. The biggest mistake today, though, was simply buying the wrong stock. And so you better be damn sure I'm going to be very careful if I ever even pull up Tesla on my trading window, because that was the biggest mistake. It's just accidentally buying 50 shares of Tesla instead of Roku, and that lost me hundreds in 15 seconds. And so,
all right, close enough. Let's take $1 profit.
Yeah. Now you're in the best position.
I wanted the dollar, guys. I was waiting for 35.07 to show on the bid, but 2 cents is being real picky when you're up near $1. So,
right.
Profit take there. Not a bad day. Yesterday, I got about 60 cents profit. Today, another trade where we're making close to $1 on 100 shares. This is what you guys want to do. I notice, at least when I can be kind of objective and really stick to the risk and reward, that's when it pays off, guys. And that's why we stress systems so much, because if you're not taking the right risk to reward trades, you're going to ruin your mathematical advantage. We all are going to lose. The best thing you can do is set yourself up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Future saying, what would have been your strategy had you lost on the trade? Just curious. Like I said, I'd probably close it down. I'd probably close the stream down and just be mad. Be mad at myself. But probably certainly close it down then. The other issue I have, if you want me to be completely honest, I might pull, since you're out mostly, Mitch, I might pull my chart up for a second and show you guys this trade. So this was a kind of like a little mix of a rebound bounce, but I was originally actually risking off of this level here. So I was risking off of 76, and so I did keep my risk very tight with the share sizing I used. The problem is that it actually broke below that here. You know, it broke below that level by about 2 or 3 cents. And so I also didn't exit when I probably should have. But at the same time, I think I did give myself a pretty tight risk relative to the strategy because I was down so much already. And so I tried to keep my risk tight. And when it did break my risk, I let it test for like 2 or 3 cents, which I don't necessarily think is a terrible thing. I usually let it test my risk regardless. But I did let it move a few cents below my risk level. And so there was a few mistakes that I did make in this trade. But like I said, luckily I was able to rebound some. And again, I mean, I made 300 and something bucks on the trade. But like I said, certainly there was some mistakes that I made, and that was certainly one of them. But it's all a learning experience. Like I said, I think even if I took a lot of risk there, I think my account can handle it. After this trade, I'm up like close to $2,000. I'm up like $1,850 or so. So almost $2,000 in profit. And so my account can handle the swings. It's just about staying more disciplined with my system. And again, I think that trading error where I accidentally bought 50 shares of Tesla instead of Roku and immediately lost a few hundred accidentally because I bought the wrong stock, I think that threw it all off. And I think that threw everything off than what I'm used to, because usually I'm pretty strict with it, with my losses, and I usually don't lose over, really over $100. I rarely lose over $100 even on losing days. And so to be down over 200 very, very quickly like that, I think it just threw everything off. And I think it's just something I'm going to have to learn to manage and be a little bit more disciplined with in the future.
All right, guys. Watching this come through the 35s, I think this is going to get above 35.50. So I'm giving it the momentum push. Next level really of resistance should be closer towards 36.
Yeah, the most high. What are you talking about, bro? I'm so confused, man. Who's she? Yeah.
So now we want the 35 level to hold. Now that we got up there to 30s, this pullback can come to 35s, but it shouldn't go below that 35s. I'm gonna set a stop here at 90s. Want to keep coming up. You could do what's called a trailing stop if you wanted, but I'd much rather do kind of a stop and just kind of level up. As I see the supports, I put the order out as stop at the next support level. So I wouldn't want it to crack that 34.90s now on any pullback. All right, guys, let's just keep trading. Let's do this.
Oh yeah. So since Mitch is already out mostly, do you guys want to hear the story? Yeah, I'm so confused. The most high. I know a few people asked to tell the story, so it's.
I put this one out in the chat. Look at the pen, the one that you liked.
Let me see.
Pay attention to this one. Is your VWAP at that 32?
Yeah, it's at 31.92 is my VWAP. Yeah.
Mine's a little lower.
It's not bad.
So I liked it. It was pretty. Yeah. I like that bottoming effect there. You get those wicks. You could have got it there on 32 or 32.02, risk down to that bottom, which was 88. It's a nice trade there.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Let me see.
At least for the afternoon bounce. I called it in the chat a little while back. I said, watch that one for the afternoon bounce.
Yeah, that one doesn't look bad. Also, AMD's at the VWAP. We'll see. I don't like the strength on AMD, but it's there.
One of the best bounces today. Look at EMPH. Beautiful move.
Yeah, that one does look solid. Also, kind of looking at CGC if it can reverse and come back down.
Oh, nice breakout. Call out. Jay Wild. Jay Wild. Give you a shout out right there, man. Good call out. Bringing that one into attention. That's a great stock. That one's been ripping. Has really good deals. A really good deal getting it into kind of the dentist world and not just online. Actually getting into offices, and that deal is significant for them. So you're seeing a significant breakout there in SDC.
Templar has a good question. He said, I'm wanting to get into trading and I'm brand new and I want to make money to be able to break away from my 9 to 5. I absolutely hate third shift and making garbage money doing so. So here's the thing, right? I'm going to be real with you, Templar, and really try to listen because this is important, right? And nobody else is going to really tell you this for the most part. Is that I get it. You want to break away and you see trading as a way to do that. What you want to understand, though, is that it's going to take years to learn how to do it successfully. And during that, at least a year, you're probably going to lose money the entire time. And so it's not going to be, it doesn't matter what course you take, what strategy you use, you're going to lose money for a year at least. Okay. And you want to be prepared and have the right expectations for that. You're going to have a lot of other people, mostly penny stock gurus is who's really the ones pushing this. You're going to have a lot of penny stock gurus that are going to try to tell you that you need to buy their course, and that if you just buy their course, you're all of a sudden going to start making all this money, be financially independent, and you know, you're just going to get rich quick if you just buy their course, right? I'm here to tell you that is not accurate, and that it doesn't matter what course you take, what guru you follow, you are almost certainly going to lose money in the first year. At least, probably a few years, to be honest. And even then, it's not guaranteed. And so when you get started, don't try to pay your mortgage next month. You want to take it slow, learn the patterns, learn the strategies, and learn to master your emotions in a way to where you can do it consistently and make money. But again, you're going to have a lot of people advertising and marketing that are going to tell you that if you just buy their course, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars next month, and it's all nonsense. You can, but you can also lose that much money, and you probably will lose when you first get started. And so if you're a new trader, just have the right expectations. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme like a lot of penny stock gurus push it to be, and you're probably going to lose money for years when you first get started. But then after that, if you do stick with it, that'll be a skill you'll have for the rest of your life, but it's not something that you're just going to master in a month. And the people that do make money in the first month are usually just lucky. There's always outliers, but most of the time it's just dumb luck. So just be careful, trade slow, trade small when you first get started. Don't buy the guru's hype. Don't get wrapped up in the guru's marketing, because again, a lot of it's marketing, because in order for you to justify spending $5,000 on a course, you're going to have to believe that you're going to make money with it, and it's just not like that. For most, it's going to take years.
Momo, man. When it broke out that 25, I said, look for that VWAP bounce. I didn't even see it. I was looking too much at okay, but it bounced so beautifully there. Would have made me back that loss that we had there. If I would have just stuck with it, stuck with that VWAP bounce there, it would have made back at least 25 cents on that first push.
I'm kind of mad I didn't take AMR in and hold it a little bit longer. It pushed up about 20 more cents after I exited it, but I guess I can't be too upset. Green is good. But yeah, AMR in.
The one that's moving strong, guys, Kron and CGC. Really getting some lift, really some squeeze. Kron did a good bounce today. CGC kind of did some reversals. I'm looking for that one to VWAP bounce, come back to VWAP. 2240s. See what else is moving today.
Right. I mean, listen, like one of the reasons I like TradeNet is because they actually allow you to day trade, and like you're not just getting a course, you're getting the funded account program, which is far more valuable than any course, I think. And I think that if you're looking to get started for cheap, I think most traders are probably going to lose TradeNet accounts as well. But I think it's just much cheaper to lose a TradeNet account. You know what I mean? And so it's like, especially if you want to learn shorting, for less than $400, you can essentially day trade and short. And I think that is very rare, and I don't think you're probably going to find that anywhere else. Of course, if you are looking to trade penny stocks, they're not available on there, and so you do want to consider that. But I think that TradeNet really shines by allowing new traders to trade live accounts for cheap and lose less when they first get started is what I think they're really good at. Again, it's just cheaper. A lot of the time, new traders end up saving up thousands and then put that into like a conventional platform. And then let's be real, they lose that. I know I did. I saved up thousands, deposited it into SureTrader, and then lost that within a few weeks. And I think that's a very common tale. And so I think where TradeNet shines, like I said, is simply letting new traders get started for cheap. And like I said, it also comes with a paper trading platform, and so I think that's the best, cheapest way. But yeah, good way to help support us if you want to do it. If you do want to help support us, we make a commission though if you sign up through us, and so of course we're biased towards them. But yeah, there's that link if you want to check it out. You can also check out Trade Ideas, who started their test drive yesterday, and it basically lets you try out Trade Ideas for 2 weeks for $9, for $8.99. I pay $120 a month for my scans, and so half of that would be $60. You could try out half of that for $9 during this test drive. Also, a great way to help support our channel. And I appreciate the sub, Anthony. And so yeah, if you want to check that out as well, here I'll post that link too. But yeah, it's like $9 for 2 weeks. Trade Ideas.
Guys, just to put it out there, Disney coming out with earnings later. I'm really looking for an afternoon squeeze in that one.
I expected that. I have my old stock in bigger companies that my parents handed over to me, but I really don't want to release these stocks because they have big potential. What should I do? You can learn to day trade, man, but like I said, just if you learn to day trade, just be prepared to lose money. Like, that's what you're gonna do. It's kind of the best analogy I can give towards it is it's like poker, right? Say you want to be a professional poker player, right? It's not a realistic expectation to just jump in poker and then immediately just start beating everybody at poker. You got to learn strategies, and you got to learn patterns, and more than anything else, you got to learn to handle tilt in poker, your emotions in poker. Same thing with trading, right? You're not going to jump in and just do well. It doesn't matter what course you take. It doesn't matter what anything. There's a lot of good free content on YouTube, and I would dare to say that most of the stuff they teach in courses is already available for free on YouTube somewhere. You know what I mean? And so, biggest thing a new trader needs to avoid is not buying the penny stock guru's hype. That's the biggest thing you should look out for. You see somebody flashing Lamborghinis and mansions at you. You see a kid that's 18 years old trying to teach you how to day trade. They almost certainly don't know how to trade because they haven't been around long enough to really learn and sell a course. They're trying to get rich quick selling courses. And so the biggest thing you can avoid is just avoid penny stock guru, Lamborghini mansions, and they're gonna tell you that you'll be able to make money. They're gonna use your emotions and your hope of getting rich by flashing Lamborghinis. They're gonna say it's inspiration. It's not. It's to try to manipulate you into buying a course. And like I said, most of the content in these courses is already freely available information that's online already. And so understand that. Okay, we can go over the story. Let's do it. Okay, so basically, I talked about this yesterday. For the people that are asking, we have a few people asking about the story, so I'll go ahead and talk about it. So let me think how to start this story. Okay, so basically, about a while back, I would say a few months to a year ago, we have this neighbor, right? And this neighbor, my wife has all the neighbors' numbers. Most of the time, these guys are all over 60 years old, and they're just older guys. And my wife and I talk to them about the best contractors to use for like landscaping, or if we need our AC fixed, who the best contractors are to get our AC fixed, and all this stuff, right? And so my wife has all their numbers. I have all their numbers. It's just our neighbors. We stay in contact with them to see what's up. And so one of the neighbors eventually started to kind of be a little obsessive with my wife. He would constantly send her text messages, and they would be just weird off-color text messages, like, your hair's so pretty, or you look just such and such like so-and-so celebrity, who I really have a crush on, and all this weird stuff. And this dude's, like I said, gray-haired, older man, over 60, and so my wife approaches me, and like I said, my wife came to me with these text messages, and she's like, hey baby, this dude is sending me some weird stuff. What do you think about these text messages? Because she wanted to make sure that she wasn't overreacting to these text messages, that she wasn't just kind of like being a little overzealous with it. And so she came to me and she's like, hey, do you think these sound weird? And I read them, and they certainly sounded weird. They were just off. Not only were they kind of like passive aggressively trying to hit on her, but they were also sounding extremely obsessive. Just obsessive kind of infatuation, so to speak. And so my wife, even after I told her that, my wife went to her dad just to be sure, right? And asked her dad, like, hey dad, like, do these sound strange to you? Like, are these text messages a little weird? Like, should we be concerned about this? And her dad was even like, yeah, those are weird. And so eventually, you know, my wife just stopped responding. And my wife and I talked about it. We were like, look, we think the best course of action is just to shut off all contact. Just ignore this guy. Obvious off-color text messages. Just strange. Like, we could approach it and we're just like, look, maybe he's just some old, you know, pervert man. You know what I mean? We're just going to leave him alone. Like, we got 2 kids, you know. We're married. We got 2 kids, you know. And so we start ignoring him. We just don't say anything to him, you know. And everything goes smoothly for a few months. And then the other day, you know, there's obvious weirdness. Like, trying to keep it civil, we would wave to him, and he would usually wave back and be like, hey. Carol and I talked about it. He eventually stopped doing that. And now he, like, doesn't say anything. Like, we'll wave to him, and he'll just get really weird and kind of, like, walk off. You know, my wife started to feel uncomfortable because before that, he would, like, come over and, like, ask if I was home. And she would get really uncomfortable and, like, call me and be like, hey, baby, come out here. This guy's asking if you're home. And he could have been maybe trying to help with something or groceries or whatever it is. But it got to be very uncomfortable for Carol, like my wife. And so she started getting really strange and, like, calling me every time he was out there. And every time she would roll up and he would, you know, she would call me. And he would always be very short and weird with me, like, never say anything to me. And so eventually, Carol and I just decided to cease contact, like, ignore him. Like, even if he's outside, we just ignore him. And so everything went fine for a few months, and it worked. We just stopped hearing from him. Until the other day, you know, there's obvious weirdness. I come home, and my wife brought my daughter to go get her nails done. And then I had brought my son somewhere. And so both of our cars weren't in our driveway, right? I come home, both cars are gone. This dude is in our driveway. Like a foot or two on our carport driveway, and his dogs are, like, in our yard. And so, number one, at the very least, he's letting his dogs poop in our yard, maybe out of spite. But like I said, those text messages sounded very kind of obsessive. And so I basically, as soon as he sees me show up, he rolls out. He leaves quickly. Later, I don't know if it was later that day or the next day, my wife found an actual, like, screw, like a long screw, like a nail, by her tire. And so it's almost like he was trying to plant a nail to pop my wife's tire. And at that point, I'm like, okay, what's going on? You know, this dude, like, and what I think it is I think what these people are called are affection-seeking relationship stalkers, to where they think they're in a relationship with this person, you know, because, like, my wife was civil with him, and, like, she tried to be nice to him because she wants to be on good terms with all her neighbors. And so he took that friendliness as, like, hey, she's into me, you know. Then he brought it a little bit too far, made my wife uncomfortable. And now usually what happens is like, once they realize the rejection is there, a lot of times they'll have, like, this fantasy relationship. Once they snap out of it and come back to the real world and realize the rejection is there, a lot of the time that's when they start to freak out. And that's what this seemed. It's like he maybe finally realized that he took a swing and he missed. And now, I don't know if he's trying to, like, leave nails. The problem is that our cameras were down yesterday, and, like, ADT's coming today to fix them. But our problem is our camera's down, so we couldn't catch him in the act. But it's like, and it could be a coincidence. Maybe it is plausible that he didn't leave the nail and that we just kind of missed it. But I think, considering the circumstances, that's a little off. You know, it's a little off. The vibe is weird, and I don't know. The whole thing's just making my wife extremely uncomfortable. Now, I could go up to him and be like, yo, you're making my wife feel uncomfortable. Don't step foot on my property again. But he hasn't really texted any of us for the last few months. And so he would be like, what are you talking about? He's done it in a way to where he would have plausible deniability, and he would, I'm sure, act like we're just crazy. But yeah, that's the story. And so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the story of the crazy stalker neighbor. And yeah, that's the story you guys missed yesterday. JDVY bounce. But yeah, like I said, yeah, it didn't look bad. I don't like it under 40.75, but I think 40.75 is a good risk level. You've got like a what is that, a 16 or a 12-cent risk level. I think that's fine. That doesn't look bad. But yeah, guys, we need 18 more likes. Let's bring that like number up. Hit the like button. We got 82 likes. We need 100. Hit the like button. I told the story again, like everybody asked me to. And so show your support and hit that like button, guys. But yeah, right now it's like I'm debating on whether I should file a police report just to have documented history of the weirdness, or whether I should just let sleeping dogs lie, as the saying goes, and just not do anything and just hope that he leaves us alone. But yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out now. I guess if he is that much of a stalker, though, he's probably watching these streams, you know, obsessing over it.
Boom, baby. Boom. Let her rip.
Weird, hang out on your porch with the shotgun and drink beer for a
Look
little
at
bit.
that rip. There you go, guys. Now up over $1.60.
Yeah, people are super weird, bro. And that's what it's a strange situation. You know what I mean? It's a strange situation. It is plausible that the nail didn't come from him, and that he's just an embarrassed old guy that took a swing at my wife and failed. You know what I mean? That's plausible. But like I said, I read some of the text messages, and they seemed very obsessive, to be completely honest. They very obsessive, talked a lot about her appearance. It just seemed overall just kind of off, you know. We also talked to our neighbors, and our neighbors said that he said some weird stuff to them before, and so our whole cul-de-sac is kind of like weirded out by this guy now. And I'm thinking I probably should either file a police report or just send him a text message like, look, yo, you're weirding everybody out, dude. Like, chill out. Like, don't talk to our wives, you know.
Got you, John. Coming through.
Yeah.
They don't know about me.
Christian, that's already done, sir. Listen, man, we're in Texas. Like I said, I think we're in Texas, man. I'm not going to say anything super specific, but all I'm saying is, like, if he broke into our house, this is the wrong house to break into. I'll say that. This is the wrong house, man. You know, we're in Texas. We were raised in the South, and this is not the right house to break into. I'll just put that out there. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Always make sure you have concrete proof of him doing something, then confront him with video and let him know.
Look at that seller, man. You guys see that seller on the level 2? Okay, there's a 400 order, 400,000 shares put up there in the 80s. Trying to see that seller show up in the 80s again. All right. Yeah, one more chance here. If not, gonna take 65s. There you go, 70s, 77s. Where's the 80s? Want to see when it shows 80, what it reacts there.
How's this going up in a closing channel? I don't know, man. Okay, it's ripping up. It looks good. I think on a short-term basis, it's hard to tell. But I think Mitch thought it would go up this morning, so I think he was right on that. AMD faded too there. I was really kind of interested in that too.
I just think that shorter report was kind of a BS report. Yeah, guys, just sold there, right there. Saw a little dip there. Not going to hold anymore. Going to celebrate the win. I think this is really going to 36 today, but I'm not going to fight for that extra 25 cents on 25 shares. I'm going to take the win there. Great win there. We worked it up to all the way up to $172 and made back our $100 loss.
Right.
So when you think about it, overall, this is a $272 trade, and great trade for us.
Yeah, big win, man.
There's that rip up there. I thought it was going to get into the 80s. There's a huge seller in the 80s, so I think that's where you got to be a little dangerous.
Right.
but not a bad trade at all.
Yeah, man, killing it, man. Good work. Like I said, today's the day of the rebound. I was down 215. Mitch was down 100, $100 or $200, and we both did it. Came back and made money.
Yeah, from an original entry, guys, here of 34.07s, getting all the way up there to 35.60s. Almost $1. We got $1.60 on the last shares.
Still holding NVAX. We'll see what happens. I just want NVAX to stay below 7 because I could give it a few days to really work here. It's at 680s now, but I'm in the money on it. We'll see what happens with it.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and start getting on out of here, guys. But like always, if you want to go ahead and check out what I use and what John and I use every single day, the trade, I use for charting TC2000, but my execution platform is through TEFs. We use TEFs. We actually get this through a funded account through TradeNet. What I always like is I'm able to short and long stocks. Some days I'm short biased, some days I'm long biased. I really let the charts do the talking, and I think that's always important. Just like with any broker that you trade, you need to be able to trade both sides. I really don't like those brokers that you can only trade long. I used to be an only long trader back in the days on SureTrader, and it really caused me a lot of stress with not only that I couldn't short, but also a lot of the times I would get buying power restrictions. One of the great things that TradeNet does is if it's tradable, it's tradable. They don't limit you on anything there, whether you're trading it long or short. As long as it's tradable, you're going to be able to go ahead and trade it. Yeah. I think that's one of the great beneficials to traders, especially you beginner traders that are out there trying to make the next step in your trading. So if you want to go ahead and start going live without putting so much at risk, definitely check out one of those TradeNet intro packages, and they can definitely get you to that next level and possibly make some great gains.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and like I said, I think it's just the cheapest way to get started. I think if you look at it, you're spending less than $400. You're getting more buying power than you would anywhere else. You're getting shorting ability, which you're not going to get anywhere else for less than $1,000. You're getting a demo account to trade with, which even paper trading platforms are going to be the equivalent of that after a few months. And I think it's just the cheapest way to get started. So go check that out. Also, guys, if you want to join my team for the World Series of Day Trading, it's completely free. The World Series starts on the 22nd of this month. It goes on for 6 trading days. The top 3 traders in my team alone win free packages, free pro packages that give you funded accounts with $240,000 in buying power. It's completely free. The top 20 people in the competition win free packages as well. It goes on for 6 days. At the very least, you're going to get a demo account to trade with for a few weeks. At the best, you might win free or you might win free TradeNet packages. And so I think that just makes sense. If you want to check it out, join my team. There's the link. We'll be streaming it all live, and we'll be competing in it ourselves. And if you join my team, and one of us do win, we'll be giving that package away. We'll be giving that package away as well if I win. If I place in this competition, because I'll be competing in it as well, because we're just a free resource and community. So join my team. We're gonna win this thing. Last time we came in second out of 8 teams, and so it was really cool. And yeah, guys, there's the link. Join that if you haven't already. Again, it's completely free. You might as well give it a shot. Also, check out Trade Ideas. They have their test drive going on right now. To put it into perspective, the test drive is $8.99. You get to try Trade Ideas scanners out for 2 weeks. And it's just much cheaper than you would anywhere else. Like, I pay $120 a month, so half of that is $60. In this case, you could try out Trade Ideas and the premium scanners for $8.99 a month. And so I think that just makes sense. There's the link if you want to check it out. You going to get a dog, John? Nah, my wife's allergic, man. But like I said, we don't really need dogs, bro. Like I said, I'm in Texas. Like I said, this is just the wrong house to break into. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna say anything else. Yeah.
I got some boys in Florida. When you're down there, you can pick up a gator.
Yeah.
Put a moat.
Right. Put them on a leash. Put them in the front yard.
Put a moat. Have a moat in front of your house with a little a drawbridge.
Yeah. Honestly, but like I said, man, we're in Texas. Wrong house. That's all I'm gonna say. Is wrong house.
All right, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Be careful. Tesla the Dragon trying to trap some traders here. I think it's still trying to pull back a little bit. Be careful with that one, guys.
Right. And yeah, guys, good luck. I'm gonna hang it up and close it down. And like I said, oh wait, before we do, guys, before I close it down, hit that like button. We're at 86 likes. I'm not going to let today be the day that we don't get 100 likes. Hit the like button. We need 14 more. If you like our content, hit the like button. If you want to see us day trade again, hit the like button. If you appreciate all the free content we put out there, hit the like button, guys. We got 86 likes. I want to see that number over 100 before I close it down. And yeah, guys, good luck in the market. Not a bad rebounding day, just to show you guys my end as well, real quick. There's the link. You can check it out. $320 win on AMRN saved the day for me after a huge error on Tesla. I'm going to have to record that error and put that up because that was the biggest error in trading I've ever made. I bought the wrong stock. I bought the Dragon instead of Roku, you know. So Bailey said, are there rules about missing trade days in the World Series? So I don't think you can miss over 2. Here, I'll post the rules. I do have the rules here. Let me find them. I got you. Yeah, here's the rules. So I'll post the rules. Let me look them up real quick. So I think the max loss is 12,000 is what I think the max loss is. So you have to be active on at least 4 out of the 6 days. So you have to trade on at least 4 out of the 6 days. Here's the thing though, right? If you have an Android, Tefs has an app. And so if you have an Android, you should be able to trade on Tef's app. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that even if you have work, like I said, if you do have an Android phone, you can use the Android app to trade from at work if you really want to as well. But yeah, the rules are basically you have to trade on at least 4 out of the 6 days. You cannot hold a position at the end of the day, so no swing trading. It's purely day trading. You can't lose over $3,500 on any single day. And so if you start so you can't lose over $3,500 on any single day. And that follows you up as well. So basically, if you make $10,000 in profit, you can't lose over $3,500 on any single day. So you got to be careful not to lose more than $3,500 a day. You can't lose over 12K during the competition at all. And so basically, if you reach 228,000, you're out. And they give you a $240,000 demo account. If you reach 228, you're out. Yeah, I think it was Bailey actually, Mitch. That's the trade I took on AMRN, was that bounce right there. I wish I would have held it a little bit, but that's the one that rebounded me on the day. Made $320 on it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Bailey that called it out. I think it was Bailey. Not 100% sure though. But yeah, guys, like I said, you want to sign up for my team in the competition? I'll post this link here as well. Just go to this link and click join my team, and you'll be on it. And what are the benefits of joining any team? I think you have to be on a team. You know, the benefits of us are we're going to be live streaming it here as a team every day. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to be live streaming in the competition, and we're going to be competing in it ourselves. And if we do win, we're going to give those packages away to our members. But yeah, so that's the benefit of us. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter. Regardless of which team you're on. We'll see, but it just depends. Commissions put me in. I'll have to see what my commissions were on the day. I'll have to see.
Hey guys, gonna go ahead and end up the day here. Gonna go ahead and wrap up. Like always, guys, definitely stick up with us in the Discord as we talk, you know, a lot about stocks and a lot about the movers, especially kind of more long-term views, and if we're seeing biotechs kind of move, stuff like that. So definitely keep up with us in the Discord, guys. We have a lot of traders on there that like biotechs, talk about penny stocks almost every single day. So if you guys want to go ahead and keep up with other traders, be in a community that's absolutely free. I'm not charging you $60, $90, $100 a month. We don't charge anything for that chat, so definitely get in there, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll continue battling and continue pushing on in this process.
All right, brother.
All right, guys. You guys have a great one.
So I'm still watching Roku. We'll see what happens here. If it pulls back, I might look for the fake out fade in Roku. We'll see. Waiting on that, but yeah, the AMR inbounds was really solid. Still looking at AMD. Let's see. What else we got? Hey, we got 94 likes. Let's bring that number up. We need 6 more, team. Let's do it. Yeah, so they will assign you a team. If you don't specify a team, they will assign you one. But you might as well join my team, guys, because like I said, we're just a free resource and community. We're going to be streaming these competitions live. And so join my team. There's the link. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Like I said, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link one more time. And yeah, not a bad rebound. Definitely happy with it. I'm going to have to go back and clip that one. But yeah, good luck guys. We need, hey team, we need 6 more likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hey, shout out to the 2 people that hit the dislike button. Hey, it's all engagement. I appreciate it. Thank you for hitting that dislike button as well. But yeah, here's the link. Just kind of hanging out. I'm kind of looking at Roku. Hey bud, you want to say hey to the stream? No? High five? That's right.
But can you be a Mario Party after you're done?
You want to play Mario Party?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come here. Tell me, you think this is going to go up? Come here. Oh, what you doing, bud? Look, there you are. You see you? There you are. It's my son, Jack. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Wave. You see yourself? You're right there. Look, you see? You're right there. You see it? Say hi.
Hi.
You got the hiccups?
Mm-hmm.
You want to show him your math? What's 2 plus 2?
4.
What's 3 plus 3?
6.
What's 4 plus 4?
8.
What about 5 plus 4?
9.
What?
9.
9? Okay. What about 12 plus 12?
24.
24. That's right. What about 13 plus 13?
26.
That's right. What about 12 plus 3?
12 plus 3. 25.
That's right. What about, I'll give you a really hard one. What about 16 plus 16?
32.
Good. It's 32. That's right, bud. Proud of you. Love you. All right, we'll play Mario Party in a second, man. That's my son. There's my daughter if you want to see her. Love you.
My shirt doesn't
Yeah, it's see-through. You see that? All right, guys. You can show them Legos in a second, buddy. All right, here, we'll show them Legos next time. Okay?
Okay, but
All right.
I'm gonna show them right now.
No, we're not. Though we're gonna close it down,
This
but
guy.
no, we're not gonna. Okay, he wants to show you Legos. There they are. There they are. All right, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow. You got to see my son's math skills, my son's Legos, and see my daughter.
I don't have any skills.
You got skills. I'm teaching my daughter JavaScript. Yeah, dude, like I said, my son's a little savant at math, man. I've been teaching him math since he was like 3. Same thing with my daughter, though. My daughter's learning JavaScript right now. All right, guys, hit that like button. Have a good day. I'll see you all tomorrow.